Star Wars The Last Jedi. Official. I know there's a way if I can just start this. I wonder if EVB Gaming is even online now. Star Wars The Last Jedi. Official. Live chat. Don't have to put anything on there. German doesn't start for another 10 minutes, but knowing what GameReplays.org does, it probably won't start for another half an hour. That's what they all say. There's a way if I can just start this. Sorry if you can hear that. It's my iPad. just trying to get it all in. That means so I don't have to put the screen up and just read the live chat from there, so that I can just read the live chat from here. Save you guys some space. I mean, I could probably take the camera down so you don't have to see this beautiful face of mine. So let's see how many players we got here. We got, okay, Angel Death's not playing. Claymore's playing. D Dutch, Dimitri, Elite 7, Hitman, Sparty's not playing. Jake White, Kid Cutie, Mazer, Nap Traps, Shock Trepet, which is probably just Shock Treatment, I suppose. No, that's Shocktopus is Shock Treatment. Yeah, that's right. And Technique, and wow, Toadie's here. Holy cow, I haven't seen Tony in a while. And yes, that is the real Toadie. I'm surprised he's back. And Goofing's here too. Actually, the stream is a little bit more behind than I want it to be, but that's with that's with all the players. You don't want them to just stream cheat. So I guess the stream is pretty much far enough behind that I want it to be, so it's fine. And I forgot to get some water. God damn it! All right, I'll just be back. Well, the tournament's not going to start for a while, so you can just. I kind of want to put some music on, but I'm streaming right now, and I don't have the copyrights to play some music on the stream. But we'll see what I can do. Too bad I can't see who's watching. Otherwise, I would. He's back again. Who the hell is this? Belgium. No idea. Anybody's coming in? I should probably get off of Discord, because that's what I'm on right now. Yeah, I'll get off of Discord. Just so you guys don't hear that blip every now and when you can hear it. We got a training account, which is Lewis Scott is here. He's Swedish? I didn't know that. I thought Lewis Scott was from like United Kingdom or something. And we got Toxic Shock here, as always. And White Tea Chas 600 full. Chasse, as some people like to call him. So yeah, let's just take a look and see who's all signed in. It's good for me because I got my phone and I got my iPad and I got my computer. So yeah, it's great when you have a lot of stuff when you can go check and stream at the same time. And let's see who's what. So let's see who signed in. Or maybe they don't do it this way because it's like, do they do that signing? Do they do the signing thing or just say who's ever here? Let's sign in. Recently old. To sign up this event, please post with your line ID. Remember that the entry closes 1 hour before the event starts. Okay. So maybe they don't do that sign-in thing anymore. And it's snowing outside again. God damn it. Well, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of streaming. Hopefully it doesn't last that long because I got some other stuff I want to do today. Because there is a Hearthstone tournament today in Edmonton, and I want to go and show my support for the stream. And that's kind of what I wanted to do today. I mean, just out of whim, there was a Tiberium Wars 10 versus 10 anniversary tournament, and I kind of felt like I had to be here because as a Command and Conquer fan, I just had to. And I've been playing Command and Conquer a hell of a lot longer than I've been playing Hearthstone. I've been playing Hearthstone for maybe 2 years, and I've been playing Command and Conquer for 6 years. So it's all about that. And we have Lion Cub here. So Lion Cub's here, and Master Leaf. You'd think that both those players are Kane's Wrath players. They wouldn't be stepping into Tib Wars, but I guess so. And I want to see if Bike Rush is here, of course. And Elite 7, not sure who he is. He looks like he's Australian. That's pretty good. Jin Benji, not sure who he is. But I understand some of these players. Oh, wait, we have Sean here, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name, Sean. That's how Spartacus pronounced his name. That was my YouTube. Somebody posted a comment on my YouTube channel for that one cast that I did yesterday. I uploaded it probably this morning or around like 1 a.m. or something while I was sleeping. So yeah, I'm excited to get back into the streaming industry. I would just went back to British Columbia to see my parents because for their 25th anniversary. And I didn't feel like going because it's 10 hours. So, but I had to. It was like 25 years is quite a long time, and it comes once in a lifetime. So you can't justify missing your parents' 25th wedding anniversary. And they are going on a vacation to Mexico. So yeah, before they left, just stop by my parents' place and just say, I was there for a week and a half. I uploaded a single volleyball video. Remember that. I have a couple more remaining. I'll probably upload them soon because apparently you guys want to see more Command and Conquer casts, and that's obviously what my channel is all about too. But before I did Command and Conquer casts, I uploaded a bunch of YouTube volleyball videos. And we see some live stuff happening in chat. We see Talk to Shock casting. Leafs and Casual wants the Leafs and Casual 1. Best of 3 singles, right? No, thank you. I'm pretty sure it's best of 5. Yeah, everything's best of 5 until the semifinals. Third place playoff, and finals are all best of 7. So that's gonna be pretty good. And yeah, just excited to. Yeah, I want to. If Bike Rush and Technique are in a playoff, I want to go. I want to go cast that game. Obviously, Sparty's going to be casting that game too, so I want to cast it first because I want to see that legendary game. I want to see Technique. I want to see Bike Rush. And actually, speaking of Bike Rush, yeah, I haven't seen too much of him. Hey Cabal, I'm interested in streaming live on YouTube. How can I do it with OBS? Oh no, Anis, Homad, I don't like OBS because actually, well, I'm not sure if you've been here for a while, but we used to stream Hearthstone with OBS, and I just don't like it because it's just so much tech and so much like preparation go with UBS. If you're going to stream, I would suggest you use XSplit Gamecaster because that's what I use. It's simple and it's very, very easy. And it came with my gaming PC, MSI Gaming. It is a sponsor or provides it with XSplit Gamecaster. So if you're going to try to stream, dude, I would suggest use XSplit Gamecaster because OBS is just way too complicated for me, dude. Okay, and is it time yet? Yeah, we still have 1 minute before this tournament starts, which is 8 o'clock a.m. my time. And usually tournaments start around 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock time for me, which is kind of ridiculous. That's why I don't stream tournaments because they're so early in the morning that I just... It's bullshit. We'll leave now. Contact me on Skype. Anna SF. Okay, I'll add you on Skype after the stream, dude, and I'll see if I can give you a hand. But, yeah. OBS is just... I hate it. So much complicated stuff goes into it. And, we see Aerosol here, or Aircall, or however you pronounce his name. A-R-E-Cal. RC Cal. Anyway, if you don't know who RC Cal is, he was one of the original experts of Command and Conquer Tiberium Wars. So he was one of the very first experts in the game. He didn't post very much on the game replays, but he was quite good. Just gonna say welcome back. Yeah, he was one of the original experts of the game. Glad to see him back. Glad to see old experts coming back, and we can see we got the Rockets. Yes, he's awesome. Hitman, I've seen him before, and I don't think anybody else has come in here other than Arcal. Arical. I think that's how I pronounce his name, Arical. And that should be good. See if the brackets have come up yet. I don't think they did because Angel of Death hasn't said anything. But I'll keep my phone on. No, it's not even on yet. This is the only way I can see who's playing with what on my phone. I mean, I'll see if I can show this to you on my picture. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see it, but if I put it closer, it's a little bit more blurry. So I can't. It's hard to do, but I'm sure you guys can trust me to provide you guys with providing you guys with the best games possible. You know. And let's get this tournament started already. It's 2 minutes past 8, and the brackets haven't been uploaded yet, which is common because it's game replays, and they're a little bit behind in their tournaments. Clan Wars. Yeah, Clan Wars was a thing back in the day. I mean, when Clan Wars.cc was still alive, I think they're still alive because they still do Halo tournaments and 8-bit armies and a couple of other games in Clan Wars. But yeah, and they still do Clan Wars for 0 Hour. I'm not sure if they still make any posts or anything, but yeah, I don't know. Still more people online in Tiberium and Kane's Wrath. Command & Conquer Tiberium Saga. What's up, dude? I seen your post on Kane's Wrath, and quite honestly, your channel is actually pretty good. I mean, you haven't posted anything in 5 years, but yeah, I've been watching your stuff. You're pretty good, dude. That shows me that you are a Command & Conquer fan, and that's what I look into. I don't presume that anybody. Whoops! Don't want to press that. GG loser bracket finals. Yeah, technique. And not even sure where the thing is. If they still haven't posted the brackets yet, which sucks. It isn't here. Just waiting for the tournament to start. I'm just waiting for the tournament to start. I'm sure that Mr. Spartacus is wanting the tournament to start soon, as with everybody else, because the players obviously want to start, and I know Bike Rush is wanting to start because if it doesn't start at a good time, he's just gonna quit. That's typical Bike Rush, you know. But I think he's definitely gonna be staying. I mean, why wouldn't he? Legend people should stay and try to play. I mean, I'm like super impressed that Arisol or Arisol. I don't know who to call him, Aricol or Arisol, because I haven't seen him for so many years. I just forgot how he pronounces his name. I think it's Arisol. Yeah, Panic before TGF is not here. That kind of sucks. There's Shocktopus. So Shocktopus is here. One Vision is here. Megas is here. Who else? Map check. Thanks, yes, for 5 years. I have many work, but I'm back, and I work on project to revive old CNC videos. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good CNC tip. That's pretty good CNC tip, Seika. Yeah, seen a couple of your videos this morning actually when I woke up, and they're pretty good. Those CNC Renegade videos were quite cool, and then doing a couple of missions for Tiberium Wars. Very, very cool, buddy. And Spartacus is finally here now. Where the hell has he been? Has he been streaming or trying to get his stream up and running or something? Come on, brackets. Fuck. Oh my fucking. Typical Dimitri. www.megas.totally.pro.com. I hope that was actually a real. It's a fake, obviously, but I hope that was a real. If it was a real site, that would have been super funny. But you know what, Megas? I mean, I've seen a couple of his games before, and I mean, he played like over 14,000 games, which is quite a lot. Holy cow! What the hell's wrong with my? Yeah, my mouse is super sensitive right now. See if I can just knock it down a bit. There we go. That should be better. Yeah, my mouse sensitivity's been really screwy lately, and I'm not sure why. I'm just gonna jump into the first game I see. I mean, I don't care who's playing what because these are all pretty good players, and we should definitely. What the hell? We should definitely get some good players in. Sparty as late. I don't know why. Yeah, Sparty's never late. I mean, he's also pretty good. He he's always on time. He provides probably the best German cast I've ever seen. I mean, ever since Seibert left. So, hey, it's unknown. I haven't seen him in a while. My old partner from the what the hell we used to call ourselves? Multiple scoregasms. That's what it was. Yeah, me and him used to played on a team back in Kane's Wrath. Multiple scoregasms. That was an awesome time. Okay, I'm just gonna plug this in so I don't my iPad doesn't die and I don't lose anything. What the fuck is going on here? I hate doing this. There we go. Keep it charged up so I don't lose you guys. Yeah, I don't think I know he's not even on the staff anymore, but his clan tag is gr.org. So, has anybody else came while we were not here? I think everybody's still here, just the same. Yeah, everybody's still here. And we are now 9 minutes past the start date, and the brackets are still not up. 10 minutes. It just went to 10. Oh, it started? So he's finally going? That's good. Yeah, I'm not sure why Seibert was late. He's never late. He's always on time for everything. That's how he made a name for himself as one of the best Command and Conquer casters in CNC history. Just some water. I feel like it's gonna be a long stream. I mean, as a caster, you have to be prepared for like everything that comes like right at you, you know. So it's like you got to be ready, willing, and capable of casting for 5 hours, and it's you have to take a break once in a while. But when a tournament is like going on and going on, and you do a series and you want to take a break, but all of a sudden you want to provide your casters or your streamers and viewers with like the best cast possible, you keep going until you burn out. And I don't want to do that, so I'll do some casts and then I'll take maybe a micro break in between because there's obviously going to be a time where you can take a micro break, and especially towards the later half of the tournament where there's not a whole lot of players left and there's like the finals and semifinals going on, third place, and that's where you can take a break. So that's what I'm probably going to do. Bye Sparty, first stream on my new beastly rig, folks. Just got everything installed in the last hour. Oh, he had. Oh, yeah. He said he was going to use a new stream feature. I think because I was watching his I was looking at his Twitch, or not his Twitch. His stream stats, and it's a new system. So it's like mostly it's everything's new. So that's probably why he was late. Okay, I mean that makes sense. I mean, you'd think that he'd get like all those stuff figured out like immediately when he gets the system, but I guess he was too busy in real life, and that's why because he mostly does tournaments now. I haven't seen him done a video commentary in such a long time. That kind of falls under me now, but he does tournaments now because it's the weekend where everybody doesn't go to work, and he gets to stream. So yeah, and I just got a Facebook message, and it's the memories thing. Memories. Memories. Come on, brackets. Where are ya? So yeah, $650 event here for the 10th anniversary of Command and Conquer Tiberium Wars. Just want to get people noticing that it's going, and it's going on cool. Ericall, Ericall and a Technique are playing. Just a couple of games. The brackets haven't been up yet, so nobody knows who they're playing just yet, unless the brackets. Yeah, because usually this challenge topic has like all the names of people who are in it, but it's like the page is not even looking. The page you're looking for isn't even here yet. If you can see it on my phone, which I don't think you can, but yeah, that's what it says here. So it's like waiting for um, the stream, or not the stream, the brackets to come up so you can see who you want to cast. And it's still not there. 15 minutes after starting. Should have probably just said, okay, well, we're going to start it at 8:15 for sure. And then everybody would have just been practicing because it's been maybe almost 20 minutes now since nobody has practiced. And I think only Technique and Aerosol have been playing the games and not Bike Crush. So I guess the definition of waiting for so long is there. Yeah, where are the brackets? Question mark. Question mark. Brackets! 100% cheating. I think Angel Death is probably doing them right now. I don't see why not. I'm a 38-year-old virgin and I thought games were life. Well, games are the future because apparently people make good money making them. And it's snowing again out there. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Here, I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's gonna. Just gonna focus it there. Focus. Well, you can't see it, but yeah, it's snowing out there pretty hard. Stupid. Come on, stay there. Too high. There. don't think Angel Death has said anything, so its brackets are still not up. Cabal, you like to see old CNC videos, such trailers, 3D, 2D on Blu-ray? I don't watch TV anymore. But yeah, but 3D trailers, 3D and 2D trailers would be pretty sweet. Because I'm a huge guy. I'm a huge guy for 3D. Yeah, wearing 3D glasses is kind of cool. I have STD. I have ST. I have STDDS. Anybody else in here that hasn't been here yet? I don't think anybody's left. I mean, Aerosol and Technique are still playing, so that's good. And what are we at? We are at 18 minutes past the. I keep forgetting my camera's over here and not over there because over here is where the picture is, where I put the picture, but my camera is there. So, sorry. Brackets are up yet? Come on, Angel of Death. What is taking so long? What is taking so long? So long. I got my playlist ready, so when there is a little bit of a break, I can play some YouTube songs. I should have probably streamed with Twitch, but I think streaming with YouTube is a lot better because I have a lot more viewers and subscribers than I do with my Twitch channel. My Twitch channel is pretty pathetic. Trying to get as many viewers as possible on my Twitch channel, but it's not working out. I mostly just streamed Hearthstone and Overwatch with Twitch, and then on my YouTube when I'm streaming Kane's Wrath tournaments anyway, I switch over to my YouTube channel. I drink a lot of water. Because drinking cold water is good for you. Anybody still here? And yeah, minus 3 in Edmonton. Minus 3, 20 minutes, people, past the starting time. And the brackets are not up yet. I don't think Angel Death has said anything, or Toxic Shock for that matter, so. Getting some reassurance. And Jake White, I hope he's playing, because I think he's a pretty good player for all I know. Yep, he's quite good. I know that him and Dimitri have been playing a lot of CNC as of late. So yeah. Bike Rush Immortal. Seems like he's trying to turn immortal from when TNA Impact Wrestling used to do turning immortal in Hulk Hogan. Can't believe I actually remember that. It's been so long since I watched wrestling. I don't watch it anymore because I don't watch it anymore. It's not that it's fake. It's just I don't find it entertaining anymore. Because TNA, I don't think it's not called TNA anymore. It's called Impact Wrestling, and then WWE doesn't has been sucky ever since for a while. And New Japan is actually, I think New Japan is the only wrestling promotion that's actually good anymore. But yeah, I don't watch all that kind of stuff anymore. So See, Aerosol's back, which means Technique is also back, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be playing again because they know that the tournament's brackets. Finally, the brackets are done. And let's see who we're up against. 21 minutes past the start date. Not too shabby. Brackets are done, so that's good. $650, yes, and no worse when it comes to start. Yeah. Radio, guys. Get the forms up and running. Finals best of 9. I wish it were best of 9. Well, best of 9 would be too fucking long. It's a project I've been working on, but the Blu-ray also can be watched in PC. Okay, that's pretty good. What's worth getting some Blu-ray on PC? That'd be pretty good, CNC Sega. These brackets are done. Unless Angel Death posted it in the forums, which I don't think he did. It's not in the section because it still says brackets, but it says the page you're looking for is not here. Did he even open it? I don't know. Fake news. Search for it. Here we go. So, Dirty Dutch versus Be Strong, whoever the hell that is. He's back again. So I guess that's what Dirty Dutch is. Be Strong. Loop Scott versus Megas, Whitey, Mr. Whitey versus Goofing. We got the Rockets versus Toady, One Vision versus Elite 7, Gen B versus Claymore, Aunt versus Lion Cubs, Sean versus Unknown, Hitman versus Angel of Death. Okay, he's playing. And Dimitri versus Nep Traps. So I guess I'll just probably look for something that I think I would be interested in. Toady versus we got the Rockets, so that could be good. And the first map choice is Tiberium Tower, so that's good. And it looks like Aerosol, Technique, Shocktopus, Shock Treatment, Maze, and Biker Shones have all got free wins to the second round. So they're going to be waiting for their opponents. Bikers are going to be playing the winner of Dirty Dutch and Be Strong, which is the guy I just came from. We got the Rockets and Toady. Maze is going to be playing the winner of We Got the Rockets and Toady. Shock Trepet will be playing the winner of One Vision and Elite 7. Shocktopus will be playing the winner of Gen B and Claymore. Technique will be playing the winner of Hitman and Angel of Death. And then Aerosol will be playing the winner of Dimitri and Nap Traps. So there is your bracket update. And we're just going to be waiting for We Got the Rockets, or for Toady to come in, and then we can cast. Casting tournament for the first time in a while. Yeah, it's also good to cast old pros. So finally, after how many years? I haven't played in like 5 years. Yes. Tate 20 was a good player back then. So here we go. This is the first game of the best of 5. So here we have we got the Rockets. He's playing as Vanilla Nod in the bottom right there. In the top left, we see Toady 20. He's playing as a Science Scrin on the map Tournament Tower. So we're going to be seeing Toady 20 going for a portal first. He's going to get some buzzer squads. No question about that. And he's going to go all over the map, actually. He's sending one buzzer to the south. Meanwhile, we got the Rockets. He's got the 2 Milton squads. He's going to capture it with a Saboteur. He's sending one to the middle half of the map as well to capture the GI Logistics Tower, which, in my mind, is like the most useless thing you can capture. Because there's not a whole lot of structures you can capture out here. And we see Toady 20 is getting his buzzer squads and just doing a little bit of protecting his Simulator, which is going straight to his tip spike. Both players should be placing their refineries there, because then you can base creep on top of the platform instead of using a drone platform. And I think that's what Toady 20 is going to do. He's placing his warp sphere. Actually, he's not placing his warp sphere up here, which is usually what a lot of players do. What is the 20? So that's Toady 20. It looks like both players capture their tip spikes. Okay, this is why. So one vision has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shadow teams. So that's actually quite good. Did you call in, or is it? Yeah, okay. There's 2 veterans. So he did call him in, but I think Toady 20 realizes it, and he has a secret tank out. So now he sees that there is a shadow team. He needs to be placing a buzzer hive soon, that he can stop it. But I think he's going to be taking out this warp sphere, which I think it'll be pretty damn good. And he does manage to take it out. So Toady 20 is down a warp sphere. So that kind of sucks. And these shadow teams are going to be going around, so you can. Well, this is just for scouting purposes, obviously, because you wanted to find any scouts that are going towards his base. So, good job there by we got the Rockets. I put it in the wrong place anyway. Yeah, you did put it in the wrong place. That's where you need to put it. That's where you need to put it. Good job there, Toady. So yeah, he's gonna be placing his extractor on there, and I think the same thing happens to we got the Rockets. He's actually at tier 2 already, and his Pegram's MCV. I think because since we got the Rockets as a Kane's Wrath player, he's used to moving his MCV quite a bit on Tournament Tower, and we see a flame tank coming up from we got the Rockets. So a flame tank, this would be pretty good. He's sending it right down the guts. I mean, it could be spotted by the GI Logistics Tower, but you don't know until you actually spot it. But I think he wants to know that the flame tank is going to be spotted. So nope, he's actually going to be going back, because there's 3 secret tanks coming out from Toady, and it's going to go straight to the expansion of we got the Rockets. But he's actually sold off his tier 2 tech structure, and he's going to find that harvester. I think Toady 20 wants to do a little bit of scouting inside of we got the Rocket space. He's got a single Scorpion tank out for defense, which is pretty good. He's also have that harvester is actually down about a little lower than half health. So Toady 20 wants to destroy a harvester for his troubles, and I think he will probably do so indeed, unless we got the Rockets. Nope. Oh, well, it was a nice lighting spike there coming up from Toady 20. So he's doing pretty good there. He did lose a secret tank, which kind of sucks. I definitely want him to destroy one more harvester, so that he can at least pay for his dues against losing his tip spike, or not tip spike, his war factory. And he did manage to take out another harvester, so that's pretty good. So it's 2020 showing that he is still got some skill left after not playing for so many years. And even though he did lose 2 secret tanks, or 3 secret tanks, 4 secret tanks, he's still doing pretty good. And he actually might lose another Scorpion tank if he's lucky. And he will lose a Scorpion tank, so this is doing pretty good. The Flame tank actually made it to the base of Toady 20, and he will lose a power plant, but that's about it. And in the meantime, Toady 20 has exploded in the center half of the map on the platform here with the tier 2 tech structure nerf center, and he's also going for some secret tanks. So he's keeping we got the Rockets in his base quite a bit, and the shadow teams are still alive. They did manage to take out the tip spike, which kind of sucks that Blackout squad was there, but now they see the tip spikes the shadow teams are trying to bomb the hell out of that warp sphere, and I think they probably will. And then they will have enough bombs, and they do have enough bombs. So those shadow teams need to get the hell out of there, and that's going to suck there for Toady 20, losing another one of his warp spheres. He did manage to place his technology assembler, so that's going to be pretty good. He's upgrading something. It could be a force field generators, plasma discs. Nah, I don't think it would be plasma discs or blink packs. He doesn't have any shock troopers, but it definitely would be force fields. And the secret tanks are going straight to base. They are going to find some Scorpion tanks and some Milton rocket squads from we got the Rockets. So he's doing pretty good in terms of keeping his base. But here comes the Blizzard Storm from 4 power, and that's going to stop. Oh, what happened? Okay, I thought the Blizzard squads were all destroyed. But now this is happening, but unfortunately he doesn't have enough secret tanks to overwhelm the Scorpion tanks from We Got the Rockets. So now he places two warp spheres. That's pretty good. Although he did lose all of his shadow team, so no, the shadow teams are still alive. Although the Fat Brothers were shadow teams and Milton's rocket squads. But now, since 2020 has teched up, he is able to get another tripods and definitely for the force field generators. But now this is causing We Got the Rockets to get behind in the tech race. He doesn't manage to get his technology his tech lab out just yet. So he's looking to get his tech lab out and hopefully defending off with just Scorpion tanks, with double war factory Scorpion tanks. He could be going for some laser capacitors. I wouldn't presume so. That he would be getting anything but laser capacitors. These buzzer squads aren't attacking the Miltons that much, so he's just wasting a couple $100. He should build a buzzer storm. He should build a buzzer hive, I should say, to go in. Scorpion tanks are trying to push in, but once they see that now they're tripods, yeah, they're like, yeah, they're not going to be attacking that. So the secret tanks aren't going to be viable anymore because there's no such thing as attenuated force fields or shard launchers for secret tanks. They're just tripods, and tripods are obviously going to overwhelm anything that We Got the Rockets has. And We Got the Rockets, it just places tech lab, so he can get avatars, spectre artillery, and for all I know, some stealth tanks. Sorry, my mic is a little bit screwy. So now he sold off his tier 2 tech structure because I don't think he needs it anymore. But now the tech lab is out, so he could be going for some avatars. And with this, avatars could definitely do well against tripods, but the tripods have force fields, so they could take a lot more hit points than normal. And here come the tripods. They're going to be attacking the Scorpion tanks. Scorpion tanks are obviously going to get shredded, no question about that. But now the secret tanks are coming from up top, and these now tripods with the force fields are going from the bottom. And I think We Got the Rockets could be in a little bit of trouble here. He's got a couple of avatars for defense, and he has the War Factory here as well. But I mean, with the Warp Spheres so close that it's just a matter of time before Toady 20 gets enough tripods just to overwhelm what We Got the Rockets has. And We Got the Rockets is just wasting his Scorpion tanks. He could have saved his Scorpion tanks and had his avatars attack him, but with this many tripods, it's just tough for We Got the Rockets to handle this. And he did manage to save his another tripod, which is pretty good. He could get that back for repairs. And the avatars right now from We Got the Rockets are going down, and we see the mine drop coming in here, but you could see it because of the secret tank's anti-stealth. And now these harvesters are going to be pulling off the line because they can't really hope to defend this. I think 2020 is going to be finishing off that war factory. That's pretty good for him. He does have a stasis chamber as well, so that could be doing pretty good here. He's got the two obelisk of lights. I'm pretty sure that's going to be holding off pretty good, but I think the harvesters are going to have to get destroyed. That one harvester manages to save himself, but that harvester will not be able to save it. And I think We Got the Rockets is pretty low on Tib. I'm not sure how he can keep this up. He does have a nice line of obelisk of light, but with this amount of tripods, he could definitely overwhelm it. And if Toady wanted to get a gravity stabilizer, he could get some devastated warships. But the avatars are going to get destroyed. And with the stealth detection of the secret tanks, I don't think We Got the Rockets can handle this very much. He does have a nice line formation of the obelisk of light, like I said. Hang on. But I mean, if 2020 would get devastated warships, then what? Then it'd just be all going to shit. And now avatars are just getting destroyed left and right. These another tripods. I'm not sure why 2020 is not being a little bit more aggressive. He should be getting more aggressive. He's just letting We Got the Rockets build up as many forces as possible, but he's doing a good job in taking them out. And I think he wants to wait for enough tripods. That's why. Yeah, he wanted to reclaim the tripods with these engineers. That's why he wanted to get enough tripods. And I think We Got the Rockets could be defeated here. There is definitely enough tripods to overwhelm this obelisk of light defense. And We Got the Rockets not building anything out of his MCV. I think Toady 20 is being a little bit more cautious here than he wanted to. So he doesn't have any anti-stealth. His secret tanks are still here, but they're not getting any close to help detect the stealth of We Got the Rockets as harvesters. And 2020, he does have a couple tripods down here, so that's going to be pretty good. He wants to capture that tip spike away from We Got the Rockets. And We Got the Rockets now. He's building up a lot of militant rocket squads because, but he's building up a lot of buzzers, and a lot of buzzers is definitely what you need. The rocket squads here are all that remains for We Got the Rockets. No pun intended. But with this many buzzer squads, and there's going to be causing it, and here comes the push, and the station shield coming in. That's going to be GG. There's no way that got the Rockets coming off from this, and that is game number one, going to Tony 20 out of 5. So I'm going to skip all this and save replay. So that's game one going to into the favor of 2020. So 2020 is doing pretty good for a player that haven't played it for a while. He's doing pretty good. And give me a second. And now we got the Rockets pick, and he has picked Tournament Dustbowl. So that's Tournament Dustbowl is now. And it's going to be Nod and Scrin again. So we got the Rockets as down the south here playing as the green vanilla Nod. And up in the top here, we see Toady 20s playing as a Cyan Scrin again. So it's the same exact factions, same exact colors, which is good because then I don't have to guess who's who for different color factions. Oh, that was a big mistake. I think he deployed his MCV. He didn't want to do that. That is not good. So he wanted to play something, but it's building another refinery, so that's going to be pretty good. He did build... Oh, no, that's too quick to be a refinery. It's another Shadow Teams? It is more Shadow Teams. So, yeah, he wants to grab two of the tip spikes in 2020. Is he going to go for anything? Nope, I think he anticipating that we got the Rockets is going for some Shadow Teams. So, yeah, he's not going to be going for any tip spikes, which is smart. This is a smart idea. So he can get his refinery and war factory up faster. He's actually already got his war factory up pretty quickly. Meanwhile, we got the Rockets has just placed his his refinery just now. So yeah, 2020, he is going to lose out. He is going to lose out on tip spikes, which kind of sucks. And he's got 4 of them. So we got the Rockets going for more Shadow Teams. He's going to be putting a little bit behind in his economy, but I don't think he cares. He wanted to make sure he wanted to get the tip spikes. And I think that Secret Tank will hope maybe he can get lucky and hunt down that Saboteur. I think 2020 is going to do that. And that Engineer, if it's going to be getting pretty close to the tip spike, and it will not, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. But now the Buzzer Hive is out now because he did spot those shadow teams, and he may lose his reactor. Excuse me. But he's low on power. I'm not sure why. Oh, because he lost a power plant there. That's probably why. And now the secret tanks are going to be detecting the stealth, and they're going to be finding the shadow teams out now. So we got the Rockets. His strategy is not working out so well. He does have a operations center. So he wants to go for something quick, and that secret tank is going to be attacking that one single harvester. And he does see the flame tanks are coming in, so he's going to be getting a pretty heavily rushed here. And with the nerf center out, I think he wanted to tech up pretty quickly. 2020, not sure why he placed that nerf center. Maybe wanted to base creep. Yeah, it's base creeping. That's what it is. And he's building up a lot more secret tanks. He's got 5 and 2 on this field right here, which is the proper ratio. And now he can just build up a bunch of secret tanks and hopefully hold off against that flame tank, which wanted to come into his base. He plays on a lightning spike. He obviously wanted to finish off that harvester, and I think he will definitely do so. He will. He loses a harvester unnecessarily. And where's that flame tank? The flame tank goes right here, so it's going to be pretty quick for we got the Rockets to hopefully do some damage. But I think Toei 20, he doesn't have a whole lot of secret tanks, so he needs at least 3 of them to destroy that secret tank. Actually, I spoke too soon. The secret tanks are right here, and they're doing a lot of damage to that flame tank. So the flame tank is not doing anything right now. That secret tank gets a little too close, but that flame tank is not going to do any damage. He's not even attacking anything, so that flame tank was a waste of money. Toei 20 read that. He read that like a book. Now is a matter of him getting a bunch of secret tanks and attacking. We got the Rockets, because then he can do a ton of damage. Scorpion tanks are coming out now too, so hopefully just to push away that secret tank. But now this is causing Toei 20 to do an insane amount of harvesting of Tiberium, and with this amount of Tiberium, he could definitely steamroll. We got the Rockets again, and that's with the base creep, he should have placed another refinery before he sold that operation center, because then he can place his refinery a little more closer to the tip. But I think he just wanted to base creep again and just wanted to sell that off. So that's not too bad. I mean, base creeping is common in Tiberian Wars. It's classic. And another war factory up out now by 2020. So he's obviously wanted to go for double war factory, obviously, and he has a portal here. So he wanted to capture that tip spike that we got the rockets never captured. And that could do a ton of damage. Or not could do a ton of damage, but it could give him a lot of Tiberium. That's what I meant to say. And a lot more secret tanks are coming on now. I think he wanted to wait. He's not building any Devour tanks. I don't think he needs to, because secret tanks is just almost as powerful as Scorpion tanks, but they're not as powerful. But I think it's a lot more cheaper. He could build a lot more of secret tanks than he can with dev tanks. I think he wanted to grab more dev tanks instead of secret tanks. So that's totally his choice. But he wanted to go for. I think he wanted to build another structure. He's not building anything out of his drone platform just yet. I know he wants to go for some tripods. I would, and we'll see what he does here. With the lightning spike, is going to be. It's not attacking anything, unfortunately. How come it's not attacking the Scorpion tanks? I think it's glitched. He was attacking the harvester, and I think the harvester went stealth. It was trying to find it in the stealth. That's probably what happened. Secret tanks coming in here as well. Buggies coming out. And anything else building? He has a stasis chamber here, so he probably wants to do that stasis shield strategy again against We Got the Rockets. And there's a ton of secret tanks coming from the center of the map here, so it's probably going to stun We Got the Rockets again, unless he spreads out his Scorpion tanks quite a bit. I think he's trying to spread them out, and I think he's doing that. Half his Scorpion tanks are going after 3 secret tanks. Meanwhile, the other secret tanks are going from a different direction. And they're going to be attacking the stuff here. And the stasis shield should be coming in, but I think he's not going to use it. He's going to wait. And We Got the Rockets as going through his scare off those secret tanks away from the Scorpion tanks. He's at tier 2 again, so he's at Operations Center, and his tech lab. I don't think he's building. Yeah, he's building something from his construction area. It could be a tech lab, because it was building pretty slowly. And it is a tech lab, so it can upgrade his power plants now. The buggies in the base of 2020's got his technology assembler out. Definitely going to go for some tripods. I wouldn't spend anything else to building out of those war factories. And getting an upgrade, it's force field generators. He's got a gravity stabilizer, so here we go. Hopefully some devastator warships coming out. And We Got the Rockets is trying to destroy that technology assembler, but he's going to sacrifice a lot of his Scorpion tanks to try to destroy it. But unfortunately, it's not happening. And those Scorpion tanks are going to go back to base. He did lose quite. I'm not going to say he lost quite a bit, but he lost a good chunk of his army there, trying to take out that technology assembler, and it was a failed attack. And see Tiberium coming in, and we see a Callus missile, and there goes the refinery. So the clicks are coming in now from We Got the Rockets. And I think 2020 has had enough. He's going to be moving out with his entire army of disintegrators, secret tanks, and another tripods, which will soon have the force fields. And because of the build radius at the warp sphere, he can just instantly build some more extractors. But I think 2020 should definitely expand soon. Maybe could go to that field right there. And some Dozer Blades have been finished by We Got the Rockets. So now he's going to be matching 2020's army, and that could be pretty good. The force fields have just finished, so now 2020 has the upper hand now, in that he can use the tripods to destroy the Scorpions. We Got the Rockets is not building laser capacitors. He's just going for avatars. If he has that many Scorpion tanks, I would assume he would be going for some laser capacitors, but unfortunately not. And the tripods now are going to be under attack. The avatars are going to be attacking the tripods, and that tripod will go down, unfortunately. And now these forces here are just being dwindling from 2020, and he will definitely lose his own tripods. And I think We Got the Rockets is going to be claiming them back. Actually, he squished one of them. I think he's going to get squished. Yeah, he doesn't manage to save his tripods, which kind of sucks. And now 2020 is going to go on the offensive again with the 3 avatars in the backside of things, with the Scorpion tanks with Dozer Blades. And I don't think 2020 has anything here. We see a flame tank coming in that does a bunch of damage. I think it just got that. There's 2 flame tanks actually. So I'm pretty sure that you got at least that warp sphere. But I think 2020 is in a bit of trouble now. He doesn't have the forces available. Not sure what that placement of the tractor is for. Oh yeah, because he doesn't have any build radius. That's why. Scorpion tanks are attacking the harvesters. I think 2020 might be out of it. I'm not 100% sure. And there's a storm column coming out now, and that'll do some damage against the Scorpion tanks. But unfortunately, the avatars are going to take care of that storm column. The Storm Rider is out now from 2020. He has one of them. He needs a lot more than just one to hopefully hold off this assault. But the avatars are been coming in and doing a lot of damage to these harvesters. The tripod's coming in as well, and I think we got the rockets definitely be focusing down that tripod. And the Scorpion tanks finishing off the rest of the forces. I don't think 2020 has any ground forces left. I think he might be out. He might be out of it. He's not building anything right now. He's just building some Storm Riders, and I think Storm Riders is not going to be enough. More avatars are coming from We Got the Rockets. I think this might be GG for 2020. And yeah, it's going to be Mark Gull. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to my stream. I know you said that 2 minutes ago. I'm sorry. But yeah, the GG from 2020. So that's going to be it. And the series is tied 1-1. That's pretty good. Just waiting for 2020 to show up lots of structures, and 2020 has been defeated. So yeah, welcome to the stream, Mark. Hope you're enjoying it. So we're going to be saving this replay. Jesus Christ, I can't spell. I'm just saving this. I'm just saving this just in case the team doesn't save. So now it's 2020's map choice. And what map is he going to go to? It is 2020's choice, and we are going on Tournament Rift. So Tournament Rift makes its appearance here in this best of 5. Ian Hill, what's up, buddy? Welcome to my stream. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. They wanted to switch colors. That's all they wanted to do. So We Got the Rockets has switched to GDI, and 2020 is still sticking with random. And it'll be a laugh if he gets Scrin again. He gets Scrin again! Ah, I knew it. All right, so we got the Rockets here. No, it's not We Got the Rockets because he's green. This is 2020. He's playing as green Scrin in the right side. And the left side is We Got the Rockets. He's playing as the purple GDI. So he's going for his tip spike and 1 barracks and building up some rockets, rifleman squads, 1 rifleman squad, 2 rifleman squads, an engineer, and more rifleman squads. Buzzers, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Within a simulator, nothing at the top there. Rockets is going to go for the center half of the map on both sides of the tip field. So that's pretty good. And he has another engineer. He's definitely going to go for APC engineer, which is the classic GDI strategy. Not sure where he's going to place his refinery. I think he might be a little bit behind for the placing his war factory. Maybe not, because it's just a little bit even. And war factory placement is right there, and he's going to be building some APCs. He could be going for the tips for the bottom tip spikes. I wouldn't presume he'd be going anywhere else. Good to see fellow CNC players still around. CNC still alive. No thanks to EA. It's okay. It's a best of 5. Yeah, it's a best of 5. So it's 1-1 right now in favor of these 2 players. We have We Got the Rockets here, and we have 2020 here. So yeah, I'll apologize if I can't be reading the stream right now. So I'll read the stream. I'll read the stream chat after this game because I want to leave all the action. And now We Got the Rockets is going for the center half expansion right now. Where's his APC engineers? One's at the top, one's at the bottom. So yeah, we're going to be seeing pretty good here. And I think 2020 is expecting GDI APC engineers, and we'll see what happens. I'm surprised he's not going to go for the bottom half tip spikes. I think 2020 got one of the tip spikes. So that's going to be pretty good. He needs a distraction. And when APC engineer is coming in, he makes sure that APC is on hold fire stance. But I think 2020 realizes these are APC engineers. Could be anything else. And he's going to be placing a buzzer swarm right here. And he lifts off the APC. He's going to lose his engineer inside. And the APC over there is trying to capture that warp sphere. But unfortunately, there's too many buzzer hives around here. And that APC if it drops down the engineer, it's just going to be, it's going to suck. So waste of time there for we got the rockets, but he did manage to force off a bunch of stuff from 2020. And I think he can sell off these buzzer squads unless we got the rockets going for more UPC engineers, but I don't think he is. He's going for some Pred tanks, and Pred tanks is doing pretty good. To be honest, as much as I love seeing CM currently kind of good at Yuri's Revenge. Yeah, I miss playing Tiberium Wars, Red Alert and Red Alert 2. Red Alert 2 is actually my all-time favorite CNC game of all time, and it's my all-time favorite game of anything. I love Red Alert 2. Secret tanks, I'm going back and forth with the Predator tanks. Predator tanks destroy secret tanks, and because of this, Predator tanks are just going to be pushing the secret tanks back to 2020's base. 2020 has just secret tanks to defend. He's trying to get a tech lab out, or a technology assembler, because that's all he can do. With this move here from We Got the Rockets, he's got all the tip in the world that he needs, and these buzzer swarms right here. He's got to 3 and 2 on this field. It's not the proper ratio. He needs 2 more harvesters on this field to make a good ratio, but I think he's just focusing on getting this expansion up going first before he focuses on his main base. And we see dev tanks coming out here from 2020. One of them is charged up, the other one is not. So I think he wants to go for a full-on attack here. The technology assembler is out, so he stopped the production of the dev tanks and went straight for some tripods. I think we could be seeing a base race scenario. I'm not too sure. But yeah, the Predator tanks are a force to be reckoned with in the early game, especially since against secret tanks, very weak secret tanks where they don't have attenuated force fields and shard launch, so there's no such thing as that stuff in Tiberium Wars. And the Predator tanks and the APCs are pushing that seeker Defcar army away. We see double War Factory and tripods coming out here, so 2020 wants that middle half field here, but unfortunately, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to take it because there's quite a bit of economy here from We Got the Rockets, and he's just going straight into Predator tank production. That's all I can build against stuff like dev tanks and avatar and other tripods. But I think 2020 is confident in his ability to do that. I'm not sure where that MCV is. The MCV is right here, so he's going to go for that same exact field. Could be seeing a base race, unless he's going for the blue tip. I think he might be going for the blue tip. That'd be a smarter idea. Is he going for upgrades? He is not going for any upgrades. I don't think he can support it. He wants to get as many tripods out as possible so they can hold off this assault. But I think there's quite a bit of Pred tanks here, and they're all spread out. So we could be seeing a pretty good fight here. With the Predator tanks destroying the secret tanks, 2020 doesn't have the forces necessary to destroy it, and he could be losing one of his tripods. And he phases it, so that means that the phase is going to be providing the distraction there that 2020 desperately needs to destroy this Predator tank force. But there's quite a bit of economy here from We Got the Rockets, so I'm not sure if he can hold this off. A command post now is up by We Got the Rockets, so that's going to be pretty. He splits, and he did get one of them crushed, which is unfortunate. But now the tripods are going to be pushing in, and that dev tank needs to get charged up. A lot of the Predator tanks are getting destroyed, actually, and they're just not focusing down the tripods. Now they're focusing down the tripods. That one's still phased. But I think We Got the Rockets is doing pretty good right now. He has the Mammoth tanks out now, so he did have his tech lab. I'm not sure where the hell it is. It's right there. So he could be going for some railguns, and he's going for railguns, but the Mammoth tank's out now. And I think 2020 is going to get caught out of position here because the Mammoth tanks are going to be destroying. He did lose a harvester or refiner unnecessarily, but with the sonic emitter out now, it's GG for those tripods. So now he's going to be building up some buzzer squads, and they're going to be focusing on all those another tripod trying to destroy the husks. And he did manage to destroy 3 of them, but one of them will remain. And I think We Got the Rockets, 2 of them will remain. So We Got the Rockets is going to be capable of more armor for those captured tripods. And I think 2020 is going to call it GG. Well, he said well, so that's not technically it's going to be good. My all-time favorite would personally be Tiberium Sun. Yeah, Tiberium Sun. That's actually where the origin of my name came from, because I played a lot of Tiberium Sun and I heard a lot of words of Cabal. So that's kind of where my name origins from. So that's why. Yeah, so that's why I'm called Cabal, because I played a lot of Tiberium Sun and then heard a lot of the Nods AI Cabal, and it stuck with me. So that's how I became a Cabal. Railguns is done for We Got the Rockets, and he's going to be pushing into 2020's base. 2020 is not prepared for this. He knew that the railguns were coming eventually, and the railguns are just going to be destroying all of the tripods, and I think 2020 is going to lose his main base here. I think it might be out of the game. Oh, we see heroic predator tank. Heroic predator tank. That's pretty good there. And he's going to be pushing in to 2020 space. I think 2020 is definitely going to lose his expansion. He has a good amount of blue tip here, but he needs to expand again. And needs to destroy this huge force here, but I don't think he's going to be able to destroy it. He could build a lot of disintegrators, but with the APCs, it's going to be pretty tough. And I'm not sure. I don't know if We Got the Rockets has his aggressive stance. I think he does, because he's not tough. He's just firing on all the structures, and the tripods are all getting destroyed. Power goes back up now. The blue tip has been mined out, and I think it's going to go straight into engineers. So he's trying to do this engineer strategy and capture all the buildings. It could work. It could work if he's lucky. But I think We Got the Rockets thinks there's a base on here, but there's not. It could be at the... He definitely doesn't know that it's at the blue tip unless he realizes it. And there's engineers going all over the place. He has a lot of disintegrators out now, and I think the engineers, they should be going in a secret way. And I do know that We Got the Rockets does know that there's simulators here. He just doesn't know where. He's got to avoid the mammoth tanks, obviously. And here come the harvester is doing a little bit of damage to those disintegrators. But there's a lot of mammoth tanks here, or disintegrators here. And destroy the mammoth tanks. We Got the Rockets needs sniper teams. And as soon as I say that, here comes the GDI airborne, what they're called. It's sharpshooter team, and sharpshooters will wreck disintegrators, obviously. So now with the sniper teams out now, We Got the Rockets is going to be pushing in, and here's the APCs, and we see a station shield coming out now from 2020, and there's a lot of disintegrators out here, but they're obviously going to get massacred. He's going to destroy the heroic predator tank, which sucks. But now 2020 is out of Tiberium, and that's GG for him. Weather 3 confuses me. My first Command and Conquer was Tiberium Sun. Why does Weather 3 confuse you, dude? So it's 2-1 in favor of Rockets. Yeah, because Command and Conquer... Tiberium Wars is just like Tiberium Sun. So now it's going to be 2020's voice. Sorry, that's my phone. It's not Claim Reports Day. EA overall basically threw a lot of stuff out of the window, which they kind of resurrected in Kane's Wrath. Tiberium Essence mod for C3 do the amazing job of the converted into Tiberium Wars mix. Master Leaf CNC, you want this. Want what? And we are on Arena. It's just so different from the other CNC games. Well, how could it be different from Red Alert? From Red Alert and Red Alert 2. I mean, I get your point because all three factions play completely differently. But yeah, I mean, I get to see your point, but it's not a classic CNC game, Red Alert 3, but it's a good CNC game. Okay, so we got the Rockets. He's playing here on Tournament Arena. He's playing as purple GDI, and 2020 he's playing as a green screen again. So with the blue tip here, both these players are obviously going to go for some... Actually, 2020 is not going to go for any emissary. There was a surveyor there for We Got the Rockets, so he knows how to play this map. And the blue tip is so juicy for getting up this amazing amount of Tiberium. And 1, 2 rifleman squads and an engineer as well. So he wants to go for another APC engineer against 2020. 2020 is definitely expected because he knows it's against GDI. So yeah. And the Buzzer Squad are coming out here. Both of them will get destroyed. Not going to be able to get that engineer, unfortunately. And we got the Rockets as being very cautious and destroying all the Buzzer Squads. The one Buzzer Squad actually is going to spot that engineer. And will he get it? It's going to be pretty close. I think he will get it. Yeah, if he's going to get it. So that's no APC engineer from 2020. He has to worry about it. He's going to lose his Buzzer Squad there, but unfortunately, he has to deal with that APC. He does notice the barracks coming out here, so he is weak at the Rockets, so he wants to go for another APC engineer. And quite honestly, that's going to be pretty good for we got the Rockets, until he can get something from 2020. He's building some Buzzer Squads, or Buzzer Hives, around his base, and he's trying to protect them as many times as possible. With the APC engineer, he's going to the north here. He's faking the fact that he wants to go in this direction, but in fact he wants to go this direction. And the APC engineer is reverse moving. He needs to be in a whole fire stance so he doesn't find out. But I think 2020 with the bunker there, he's going to see that APC engineer is the secret tanks. But he gives away his position. The APC engineer is not in aggressive stance, but I think he wants to capture the tip spike instead. And he does. So instead of capturing any of these structures, which I think 2020 was expecting, capture the tip spike, which is pretty good. And the secret tanks is going to go into the base of we got the Rockets. And Rockets does have a 4 and 2 in his field. He did manage to place a refinery up at the top here. So all that blue tip is going to go straight towards him. And more refineries for we got the Rockets at that blue tip field, the better. And it's got that barracks up there, so he's going to go for some rockets. And the rockets are going to be attacking the secret tanks. Secret tanks are going to be destroying that the blue tip harvester. And the blue tip harvester needs to get destroyed so that we got the Rockets can't reap the rewards on that harvester. But with a nice power plant blockage there, and unfortunately, we'll see how much blue tip that we got the Rockets can mine before the harvester gets destroyed. He mines just over half, maybe about 3/4 or something, and the Buzzer Swarm coming in, destroying all those rocket squads, and the secret tanks are finishing off the rest of the harvesters. So this is a good attack here by 2020, destroying as many harvesters as possible with the amount of secret tanks that he has. And he's got 3 and 2 in this field, no 4 and 2 I should say, and he's probably going for another technology assembler. That harvester is so close to being destroyed that Lenny Spud needs to be focusing on that harvester. It's going to be super close. Will he manage to get it? Oh, it's so close. He needs one more shot from those secret tanks. One more shot. He destroys it. Good job there, Toady. I'm not biased or anything. I just wanted 2020 to destroy that harvester, and we got the Rockets is going to be losing out on another harvester, so he can't mine that blue tip. He's going to mine it just now, but he wasted a lot of base defenses, and now is low power. So that kind of sucks. Base creeping to the middle half of this green Tiberium field here by 2020. And he's going to be getting up some green tip. He needs to get that blue tip as soon as possible so that he can get ahead in the economy race. And with the lightning spike still there, Predator tanks are coming out now from we got the Rockets. So he's going to be destroying that lightning spike so that his harvesters aren't going to be harassed anymore. And the War Factory is going to be building up more Predator tanks. We got the Rockets is in the economy now. He's going to be getting some blue tip from that Tiberium field. And with this happening, 2020 could be a little bit behind in terms of economy. And he doesn't have... he needs to get the technology assembler out now so he can get some tripods, because he can't deal with just Predator tanks with secret tanks. Not sure where that assimilator is going. He did manage to capture that tip spike back from... we got the Rockets that he re-stole from him. But now that assimilator is just going to go straight down the guts. It could, if it's lucky, he can get that tip spike. No question about that. But here come the Predator tanks, and they're going to run smack dab into some disintegrator squads. And unfortunately for we got the Rockets, he just has rifleman squads to destroy those disintegrators, which is not what you need. And APC engineer is forced to sell off that warp sphere. He did manage to place it back though. I think he was anticipating that there was APC engineer somewhere. Those harvesters are not getting some blue tip from 2020. That's unfortunate. And surprisingly, that administrator engineer is going to be getting the tip spike. So now that 2 tip spikes is going to be under the control of Tate 20. And here comes another APC engineer coming in from We Got the Rockets. But unfortunately, he wanted to destroy the buzzer squad. But it was just too late for the mine drop. Loses another engineer. Holy cow. 6 orcas coming out now. And they're going to be going to do some harvester harassment. I think We Got the Rockets, with the blue tip he has, he's going to be going in pretty hard. And 2020, because he didn't have that blue tip early on in the game, he's going to be well behind. And here come the orcas, and they're going to be doing a lot of harvester harassment. He's going to lose a couple of his orcas, but I don't think he cares, because there's a predator tank and APC army right here, and I think 2020 might just have to call it quits. I mean, he does have a technology similar, so he is going to be going for some tripods, but I don't think he'll be quick enough. He is going to be losing up on all of this force. He might be get lucky and place a storm column just in the nick of time. But with this amount of firepower here from We Got the Rockets, it's going to be pretty tough for him to do so. Just going in now, and the orcas are just focusing on the harvesters while the predator tanks destroy the buildings and the APCs take care of the disintegrator squads. So yeah, 2020 is the expert of the game. I think he is. Is he an expert? I don't think he was. But anyway, he's a pro player from Tiberium Tower. Came back. I was really excited when he came back, and he won the first game, which I was really excited about. And unfortunately, he just with the amount of experience that he has, it just wasn't enough practice, unfortunately, for him to come out on top. And when We Got the Rockets took advantage of that, and he's going to be pushing in with into 2020 is saying I'm too slow, so GG's, man. And that means that We Got the Rockets is moving to face the winner of this game, which I think is Bike Rush owns, I believe. Nope, he's going to be facing Maze. So Maze is going to be facing We Got the Rockets. Just save this replay here, and we'll move on to the next game. So yeah, that's pretty good for We Got the Rockets. So I'm just gonna upload the replays, and then we'll jump into the next game. I'm not BRB. I'm just uploading the replays. Where's the tournaments form? Here it is. Uploading replays takes forever. I remember when I used to do this as a esports replay submitter. I hated it. It sucked. So let's see. I'm going to play some Mirror's Revenge, or at least try to before I got to go to work. Alright, well, thanks for dropping by, Marcus. Should you appreciate it, buddy. Pretty sure you're gone by now. Okay, so what's next? I think I'll cast Maze and Rockets now. What's everyone's favorite unit from all CNC games, including mods, cause CNC mods are actually good? Well, most of them. From all CNC games? Well, I got time now, so I'll tell you. So from CNC Tiberium Dawn, my favorite unit would definitely have to be the Mammoth Tank. From Red Alert 1, the Shock Trooper. From Red Alert 1. Oh, that's the Aftermath. Oh, yeah, so Red Alert Aftermath actually was Shock Trooper. Shock Trooper is good, because I like when he says, fully charged, extra crispy. It's like a deep Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of move, so it's kind of funny. What else? Red Alert 2. Red Alert 2. I would say the Mammoth Tank. No, the Rhino Tank is my favorite, really, from Red Alert 2. Yuri's Revenge. Yuri's Revenge. That's hard. I don't know. I guess I would have to go with the Siege Chopper, because the Siege Chopper is so cool. Siege Chopper, yeah, Siege Chopper. So, yeah, from Tiberian Wars, definitely favorite unit in Tib Wars. Probably Predator Tank, because I built so much of it. Anyway, let's get into this here. Oh, I'm commentator. Shit. Oh, that was a mistake. All right, so this is the series between Maze and we got the Rockets. So up the top left here, we see Maze playing as the Cyan Nod, and in the bottom right, we got the Rockets playing as the Purple Nod. So it's not a mirror match here on the starting Tiberium Arena tournament arena. So we see Maze is going to go for two Miltons or three Miltons, and he's going to go straight for the Saboteur. Shadow teams are coming out now from we got the Rockets, and he has two of them this time. Well, he has three. He has a emissary, and his Maze has an emissary. He does have an emissary as well. He places way up there. I guess he wanted to hide the fact that he's going for an emissary too. So both these players are mirroring each other, except for the fact that Maze went for a refinery, and we got the Rockets has got Shadow teams. So that's going to be good for him. Get Shadow teams as well. So he's definitely going to go find that outpost. I think it's going to be too late, though, because once that outpost is placed, he could place a refinery immediately, and I think it's going to be pretty close, but I think we got the Rockets could definitely take it out, and he does destroy it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think Maze was just going to be placing that refinery, and the Shadow teams was just in the nick of time, so tough luck for Maze, and this is going to be causing we got the Rockets to go ahead in the economy race, because he just placed his refinery at the blue tip now, and we got the Rockets has just played a game on Tournament Arena with the series against Toady 20. So it's good for him. Milton squad's in the center of the map here for if we got the Rockets. Just going to be going for some scouting information. Oh, scouting information. I said it. I hate saying that. These shoutout teams here from we got the Rockets are actually doing a little bit of scouting, which is pretty good. With these scouts, you can have map control. And we see a crane coming off from Maze, so this will be pretty interesting. He definitely wants to keep his build while he moves his MCV, because he doesn't want to risk going for more emissaries. And there's two shadow teams here. One of them is veteran, the other one is not. Place them in the bunker, which will be safe. and I think Maze can't really do anything about that. And at the same time, we got the Rockets has got War Factory out now, and he's going to go for some bikes and buggies, but he first to get a refinery or harvester out, and his main base is just getting up economy as well. But Maze, he's an expert, so he knows what to do in this type of situation, and he has placed a refinery immediately, so he can get that blue tip. And he's gonna go for some plays. He has 3 refineries on this field right here, which is good. So then he can keep his build going, which means that we got the Rockets is gonna have to keep Maze as low as possible for the amount of economy that he has, because with Maze, once he gets up in economy, he's just impossible to stop. He's like the Eclipse of Tiberium Wars. Once he's very Tiberium hungry, and with this amount of bikes, he can definitely overwhelm. We got the Rockets. Has got some bike coming towards Maze's base. I think Maze is anticipating that. He has a lot of refineries, so a lot of refineries equals a lot of Tiberium. And I think we got the Rockets. He needs another refinery on that Tiberium field right there for the blue tip. But I think he's not going to be worrying about that because he has 3 on that field, or 4 on that field actually. So that's pretty good. But with the amount of Tiberium that Maze is going to be harvesting from this blue tip, he could catch up. And with this, he has a refinery and another war factory at this expansion right here, so that's pretty good. And with the war factory, he's got 3 war factories pumping out bikes and buggies, so he's gonna go straight for some bikes buggies. But you think he's transitioning into Scorpion tanks now, which is pretty good because Scorpion tanks has already been transitioned by we got the Rockets, and we got the Rockets is going to be overwhelmed here. He has more bikes than he has radar buggies, so that's gonna be pretty good. And with this amount of Scorpion tanks from we got the Rockets, he actually has 3 war factories himself. So he could be pushing Maze back, but unfortunately he's getting pushed back himself because he has less bikes. And the bikes are getting pretty decimated, and a couple of Scorpion tanks will also go down. And harvesters are coming out now from Maze to the expansion now, and that's pretty good. He almost mined out his blue tip. We got the Rockets almost mined out his blue tip. So both these players should be even, but I think we got the Rockets. He's mining his refineries a little bit farther away than he wanted to, I suppose, which means Maze has a lot more refineries on this field right here. So he's going to be getting up a lot in the economy race. And he's got an operation center. We got the Rockets have an operation center? He does not. So now that Maze has the tech advantage, he has a pretty large base here and quite a bit of Scorpion tanks as well. So Scorpion tank be Scorpion tank coming out from both these players. So I'm just going to be going for straight Scorpion tanks. I think Maze is probably going to tech up for maybe some clicks or something. He has something queued from his construction area, and it is a tech lab. So he is automatically ahead in the tech race now. And I think with this amount of economy, we got the Rocket should be okay. But now there's quite a bit of Scorpion tanks here from Maze. And he could be going for some dozer blades. He's building something for his tech lab. It could be dozer blades because it's a very, very quick upgrade to get into Baron Wars. So with the dozer blades, he could do a ton more damage. And he may go for some laser capacitors. I'm not too sure. But we'll see what happens. Mammoth Mark II. Yeah, Mammoth Mark II is definitely my favorite unit in Tiberium Sun for sure. Tiberium Sun and Firestorm. So that's very good there, Ian. Mine drop coming in. Fortunately, not going to do any damage because there's dozer blades on it already. So we got the Rockets is going to be out teched here because he doesn't have the tech lab. He doesn't have dozer blades like Maze has, and I think Maze is going to be pushing in. Does we got the Rockets have anything? No, he has coming in, and here comes the Callus missile, destroys the refineries. That should be GG for we got the Rockets. I mean, I'm not sure how we can come back from this type of attack. And that's it. We got the Rockets have been defeated in a very quick game, actually. So with the amount of experience that Maze has, it's pretty good. So I'll save this replay, because I'm pretty sure those players will forget. And we got the Rockets picks Tournament Rift. Kirov for the win. Yes, Kirovs are good. I pronounce it Kirov airships because I'm Russian. So even though it's Kirov means Kirov airships in English, but in the Russian they're pronounced Kirov airships. So yeah, Kirov airships. I mean, I completely forgot about them. I think that's probably my favorite Riddler 3 unit. It's not my favorite Riddler 2 unit, because you don't get to play with. Um, Unfortunately, you don't get to play with Kyoto airships in single player mode because you only get to play with Kyoto airships in the last two missions of the Soviets, I do believe, and you have two of them at the start, and I guess you can build a ton of them. I always play rank because I have 1,000. I have like 1,000 maps. Oh. Okay, so that's a good reason. Sparty streaming too. Yes, Sparty is streaming too. Sparty streaming. Bike Rush is doing a FPS stream as well, so you can go check him out as well. All right, so Tournament Rift, we got the Rockets playing here as Purple GDI. In the left side here, we see Maze playing as Cyan Nod, and we're gonna be going through some tip spikes. Is he going for any scouts? He does have one saboteur. Is he gonna go for a shadow teams? He's building something from his construction. It's building too fast to be a refinery. I would assume to be shadow teams. It is shadow teams, so that's been pretty good. He's going to be selling it off and calling in shadow teams from the backside of the base. He's going to get 3 of them. He's actually going to go for the bottom 2 tip spikes too, so that's going to be very, very gutsy. Meanwhile, we got the Rockets is going to go for some APC engineers because he's GDI and he has the tip spike. He should capture it. There he goes because he has a refinery out. So I think Maze should realize that he has going to be against APC engineer, and once he scouts it with the shadow teams, he should find out the fact that he's going to go for APC engineers. And the shadow teams are coming in, and they do spot these APC engineers, and they're going to be landing. Is he going to get that engineer? Oh, he gets it. Oh. He's going to get it. Oh, he was going to get that other engineer. Oh, that was so close. Well, we got the Rockets. Lost one of his engineers, unfortunately. And he has one engineer inside that APC, but obviously Maze knows it's there. He's going to be building a couple of bikes and buggies, and he's going to destroy that APC, no question about it. I think he might have forgot which APC engineer had it in it. I think he should notice that. I think he should realize that the APC in the front is going to be going in the back, but now we got the Rockets is transitioning back, and now I think we got the Rockets is trying to fake out the fact that this APC in the back has an engineer in it, and I think the one in the front, Maze knows about it. But with the amount of APCs just destroying the bikes now, and the bikes are just coming out of the war factory as fast as they possibly can. But now that war factory goes down, and here comes the APC engineer, and it's getting the MCV as an unfortunate there. Will it be able to get that war factory? No, it does not. That sucks. We got the Rockets is definitely going to be dead now for those APC engineers, so no more of those. So Maze is finally going to be getting up his economy now, and the power plant has been bombed out by those shadow teams, so that sucks for we got the Rockets. He's at this expansion right here, so he's going to be going for more economy than Maze, and I think Maze, he should probably not go for the center of the map. I mean, against Nod, if he had tech, then he could probably do it. The bikes here are trying to do some harvester harassment, and they're going to be doing just that. That harvester is going to have a full load of green tip, and Maze should finish that off. He just wanted to destroy that Pipple first, and he managed to lose that harvester, so that kind of sucks. Now we got the Rockets is going to be losing another of his harvesters if he's lucky, but that harvester is not reverse moving back to base, which kind of sucks. And he's not reverse moving in it, so he's going to be going for the backside, and that harvester will go down, unfortunately. So he lost 2 harvesters already, and the shadow teams are still alive, which means more power plants are going to be bombing, and this is just causing we got the Rockets a massive amount of headaches. I can't imagine what he's going through right now. He's trying to do something. He has economy at his main base, but he doesn't have any economy as expansion, and those bikes need to be dealt with. Meanwhile, at Maze's main base, he has economy back up and running. I think he's trying to base group to the south. I think that's probably what he's going to do. He's building 2 War Factory Scorpion tanks, so he's trying to hold off against we got the Rockets, and we got the Rockets has another refinery. He should probably sell that one off because I don't think he can support it unless he wants to go for more harvesters. But I think he's doing that right now. That's a minigun of the harvesters going to finish off the rest of the Milton squads. Meanwhile, at the main base, we got the rockets. Doesn't have anything to here to help destroy these bikes, and he will lose another harvester, unfortunately. So that's 3 harvesters down by we got the rockets, and I think Maze is doing pretty good. I mean, he is going to go for the center of their map here, and he has the Scorpion tanks in his name. He has actually triple War Factory. He can support this, and there goes the 2 Scorpion tanks, or the Predator tanks. Now the Scorpion tanks are going to be attacking the harvesters, and we got the rockets is in dire straits. With this many harvesters lost, it's unfortunate for we got the rockets now. So I think he's just going to be losing more harvesters. He doesn't have any thing back at base. He's losing harvesters to those bikes still. So once he runs out of harvesters, I think he might be GG. So another quick game here for Maze. Just finishing off, and here comes the sell-off of those forces there, and selling off of the barracks and the Scorpion tanks. Just finishing off the rest of the forces. There's way too many Scorpion tanks for we got the rockets to handle. And that's it. Quick game 2. Cabal and everyone else who is reading this, I'm going to be honest, I suck at CNC. I love it, but I certainly am not good at PvP whatsoever. 5 minutes. Well, you just have to have practice, dude. Like, hey, it took me 5 years to get good at Command and Conquer. So it's okay. Sorry, Cabal, I'm down with Sparty. See you then. Oh, it's okay, Jack. It's okay, Joker. I understand. Well, everybody wants to go see Sparty because he's a lot better caster than I am. And looks like we got the Rockets is going to be choosing Tournament Tower, so this could be the final game for him. See what happens once I load up there. Yeah, Ian, it's okay if you're bad at Command & Conquer. I mean, it just takes practice because it took me, like I said, 4 to 5 years playing Command & Conquer Tiberium Wars and King's Wrath just to get good at it. So it just takes practice. So now we're on Tournament Tower here. So at the top left here, we see Maze. He's playing as a Cyan GDI Vanilla. And down in the bottom right, we got the Rockets playing as the purple GDI Vanilla. And we're going to be seeing Power playing out first. Both these players are going to get their tip spikes. I'm not sure if we got the Rockets is going to try to make sure that Maze doesn't get his, or Maze make sure doesn't get Rockets doesn't get his. We'll see what happens though. Rifleman squads. 1 Rifleman squad actually, I should say, and just 2 Rifleman squads from we got the Rockets. Engineer coming in. I think Maze is going to be trying to go to that for structure, but unfortunately it's not going to be happening. Maze has got that top half covered. He's got a single rocket squad in it, so he's got a couple rocket squads. So maybe might be going for a little bit of a cheese build here. Refinery's been placed down now. That's a little too far away, I think, for we got the Rockets. I mean, you don't have to place it like that far up. I mean, you can place it here and then the War Factory up there, and you can place it Refinery just up there. So maybe a little bit of misclick. That's quite a bit. That's quite the distance for a harvester. Same thing of that, but that's a little bit better. Maze is actually going to go for some APC rockets. Nope, APC engineer. He's just got a couple of rocket squads out. He's putting 2 rocket squads, 3 rocket squads in that tower out there, and he's putting 2 more in that GDI logistics tower. APC engineer coming out from Maze, and we got the Rockets is not going to be going for APC engineer. Surprisingly, that Pitbull is definitely going to get destroyed because those rocket squads are in it. No question about that. APC coming in. No, we got the Rockets knows that there is an APC engineer inside that APC. Jesus Christ, I can't talk today. Here comes the watchtower now. And I think he needs to get out of that watchtower's range. He could definitely force to sell off that War Factory if he's lucky. And he did manage to sell it off. But unfortunately, the engineer goes down along with the APC. But forced to sell off that War Factory. So that's going to be pretty good for Maze. And he's getting his economy in order now at his main base. He could definitely go for this one here. But I think he wanted to get himself established on his main field right there. Yeah, that's true. I know, Ian. Just takes practice. Placing down the refinery on the central plateau here. Maze is going to be destroying all these Pipples here, and Rockets just can't get into One Vision's or not One Vision, sorry, can't get into Maze's base because of those rockets, and that kind of sucks for him because then he can't He can't scout. He doesn't know what Maze has. He could be going for Orcas. He could be going for Tech. He could be going for fast Pitbulls or Predator tanks. Who knows? He doesn't know until he finds out. But he's playing this very safe. He has a lot of economy on the central plateau here, or the platform. It's not a plateau; it's a platform. Another APC engineer coming out from Maze. He could be going for the tip spike. Would be pretty good, but I think he wanted to save it. He does have a couple watchtowers here, so I think Rockets knows that Maze is not done with those engineers. Sickle Pitbull here coming out from Rockets. It looks like he is going to be scouting Maze's base. He might be seeing that APC. I'm not too sure, but we'll see if Rockets can find that APC engineer. He has been going for some more rocket squads for Maze and placing them inside the garrison structure so that Rockets doesn't expand to his base. And there comes the tip spike as well, so that's more credits a second coming in from Maze. And he has an armory station on there where he's going for some composite armor, so these missile squads are going to be that much more beefed up. And we see a double war factory Predator tank production coming off from We Got the Rockets. He's trying to get himself established as best he possibly can. Now he's got composite armor for his infantry, and Maze is just going to go straight for infantry. He could be going for some Predator tanks. Excuse me. He's got to destroy that GDLA Jitters Tower so that those rocket squads can start firing inside it. Some GDA Airborne is coming in from Maze, so he's going to go for some straight infantry. And I'm not sure if Rockets can deal with this. He has to have a lot of APCs. He has to have a lot of rocket squads, a lot of watchtowers to defend this. Because with AP ammo, it's just so resilient. It's almost like a commando if you have that many forces up here. And I think Maze is pushing in with his rocket squads. Some sniper teams are coming out now for We Got the Rockets. That's pretty good. He's low on power, which kind of sucks. Oh, the constructor has been captured. Another APC engineer coming out from a Maze, so that's crippling. That's crippling for We Got the Rockets. He lost his engineer. He lost his MCV, and now he's trying to get that. And oh, he almost gets that war factory. So now that Rockets, he needs MCV. He needs it quickly because Maze is just pulling ahead with the amount of Predator tanks and rocket squads there are. Well, I gotta go. See you next time. Next time you stream. All right. Thanks, Ian, for watching. More tip salaries are being built now. That's obviously for Ruffman squads. We Got the Rockets has sniper teams, and they're just trying to do a lot of damage to those beefed up missile squads. He's going to destroy the just tower, which just caused a lot of damage. And there's a lot of APCs here coming up from We Got the Rockets. So now he's trying to push in, try to take out as many forces as possible. MCV's out now from We Got the Rockets. He needs to keep that safe as possible, and he's low on power. Excuse me. So these sniper teams are obviously going to get sniped up by that Harvester. Harvester is a veteran. I haven't seen that in a while. Now Maze is pushing in with his forces. The MCV is in a very dangerous position. It could get sniped by that Maze's stuff. And here comes the Zone Trooper drop pod. So Zone Troopers are coming on now, and that's just going to be a death blow for any vehicle that comes in with the range of those Zone Troopers. And if Maze could get the scanner packs, I would assume for those Zone Troopers if he wanted to. But now Maze is just heavily pushing into the base right here. He's focusing on the Harvesters, which is very smart. And we see a Shockwave artillery coming in, and that'll put those War Factory and Refinery powered down. And now Maze is just pushing in, and We Got the Rockets has been defeated. So a clean 3-0 sweep coming out from Maze against We Got the Rockets. So yeah, that's not too good for We Got the Rockets, but I guess to expert like Maze, you kind of expect it. So yeah, GG for both these players. CNCTS. Hey, it's CNCTS. I'll add you as a friend. Let's see. Floating replay takes forever. I can't believe I actually did this as a esports replay submitter at one point. And just let everybody know that it's done. Let Angel of Death know he's done. So I guess we're waiting on what's next. Load the page here. Really, you're from Portugal, CNCTS. Didn't know that. Maze versus Shock Trumpet. Oh, I'm down. I'm down for watching that. I don't think Shock Trumpet is even here, is he? Shock Trumpet. Nope, he's here. So yeah, I think I'll cast him and Maze and Shock Trumpet next. Fight till the death. Not sure that fight till the death, amigos. Oh yeah, that's what it means. Yeah. Message has been retracted. Okay. Aren't Maze and Rockets actually King's Wrath players? Well, Maze is a King's Wrath player, but he was a King's Wrath. He was a Tiberium Wars player before. He actually a Tib Wars expert, so that's why we got the Rockets is a King's Wrath player. He just transferred over to Tib Wars not too long ago, so yeah, that's why. I'm just gonna check some stuff on my Facebook while we wait. They do so. They do so. Who cares? You can play King's Wrath. You can play Tib Wars. It's not a matter of which game you can be good at. Hell, Bike Rush plays all the time. Dutch or Maze the Cup? Think so? You don't think Bike Rush or Technique is going to win? Oh, Goofing and Bike Rush. Okay, I can cast that. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, because Bike Rush is already casting, so you can just watch it from his channel. I'll watch it later. I just wanted to stream stream a game that both players aren't streaming. Thanks. I could take a game out for shock treatment. It's because he's been a King's Wrath veteran since like the beginning of time. Actually, you know what? I completely forgot about shock treatment. Yeah, he's another guy who could be taking care of the cup. It's definitely going to be either Bike. Is he Bike Rush even? Bike Rush and Shock Trap. Are they even like? Yeah, they could meet in the finals if they could meet in the finals if they wanted to. Damn it. Just if we can get Maze in here so I can cast him and Shock Trap it. Lag? Really? So Dimitri and Techniques, so this game should be going on.
Should be a good match, actually. No problem. Third game, okay. So it's 1-0 the score. It's probably 2-0 technique, I'm pretty sure. 1-1. Oh, really? Okay. So we got ourselves a series. Dimitri is nervous just because I'm casting. He doesn't want people to go tower. Okay, I guess he was thinking of what map he wanted to go to. And we are on Tournament Tower again, which is actually my favorite map. Actually, no, go Rift. People don't know this, but I'm actually a big fan of Tournament Rift. I know it kind of sucks, but that's fine. I'm kind of upset that I wasn't able to cast Maze and Shock Trap. There was no lag in that game, I don't think. But then again, if the person says it's going to be laggy, then you have to get out of there. Can't stay in. All right, so this is Dimitri playing as the orange Vanilla Nod on the right side here of Tournament Rift. And the left side here, we have the legendary Technique. He's playing as his usual green Vanilla Nod, so he's going to be going for some infantry squads, militant squads to be exact, and he's going to go for one engineer. He's not going to be going for anything else. He's not going for shadow teams. And is Dimitri going to go for shadow teams? He's building something out of his construction yard. I think it's probably a refinery. Yep, it's a refinery. He's not building a shadow teams. So no shadow teams this time, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately. So we've seen both these players capture their tip spikes, and they're going to be garrison structures being captured by both sides, and maybe both sides are going to capture that garrison structure down where the tip spikes are. It's pretty good. Dimitri's actually not splitting up his scouts right now. I think he's just anticipating technique in that sort of deal. So yeah, he's not splitting up his scouts, which is unfortunate. He's hiding his war factories. He has a buggy out, so he's going to go for some quick scouting of Dimitri's base. And Dimitri is not going for a raider buggy scout. He is going to go for a harvester. So the construction is building something out of his another refinery. So yeah, classic style here from both Dimitri and Technique. So nothing too serious, nothing too special, which is pretty good because you want to have a nice classic matchup. Pretty standard build orders coming out from both these players. And what I meant by classic was not classic GDI versus not. I meant classic as in like standard build orders, because sometimes that can be pretty good. And people do a lot of crazy stuff when they're playing against each other. But I think Dimitri is going for a second war factory. And what is Technique doing? Technique is going for a base expansion, so he's going for bikes. Meanwhile, Dimitri is going to go for buggy himself. And the benefit about this is that when they come out of the war factories in Tiberium, where it's like super fast, it doesn't stop, which is kind of funny. So buggy, double war factory buggy come out from Dimitri, and Technique is going to be base creeping down to the bottom half of the map, which is pretty good. And he's going to go for a single war factory buggy production. He's going to get scouted by those militant squads. Dimitri's moving to the bottom half of the map. He's probably going to steal some blue tib, which is a King's Wrath style move, if you think about it. And yep, he's going to go for some green tib, or from blue tib. Bikes and buggies going down the southern half of the map. Technique doesn't know about this. He actually has a war factory down here, so that's a pretty interesting strategy. Base creep with war factory, and he has the double war factory himself, so that's gonna be pretty good. And Dimitri has quite a bit of buggy here, just defending his engineer or his his harvester, and he actually didn't get a full load of tip like he wanted to. I guess he noticed that Technique is coming with his own buggy first, so he wanted to grab as much tip as possible. He got little less than maybe a quarter or something, so that's not going to be worth it. But at the same time, he didn't lose his MCV, so that's going to be pretty smart. Technique is just going through the center half of the map. He's doing a lot of map control, and Dimitri's doing a good part of his map control, but I think Technique is doing a little bit better because he's actually going to the top half of the map. And there's some Scorpion tanks coming on now from Dimitri, so he's transitioning already into Scorpion tanks, and is going to be pretty good. Technique meanwhile, he's definitely going to get one or two harvesters for sure coming into this, but he's actually going to do some some kiting now of the Scorpion tanks, and Dimitri is going to be anticipating that. His bike buggy fork pulls back. He did manage to take a single swing at that Scorpion tank and to take it out, so he didn't commit to all his bikes, which is a smart idea because then he'd have destroyed a lot of harvesters, but then Dimitri would have easily just placed him back. And unfortunately, that is the case. Technique has got some economy down here with another war factory. He's got a triple war factory, actually. He's going for some Scorpos and another harvester as well. So triple tanks, triple war factory for both these players, actually. Triple tank Scorpos for both these players. And bikes, buggies versus bikes, buggies. We see a Saboteur coming out down here. Technique is trying to destroy that tip spike so that Dimitri can't get his $500 back. And that's a very smart idea. He still has that tip spike there, but he's actually guarded by that guest structure by Technique. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And now we see those radio buggies coming from Technique, about half a map here. Both these players are just trying to mirror each other. And bikes and Scorpion tanks are just going to push that force away. Technique is trying to get into the base of Dimitri, but he just can't. I mean, because Dimitri's on top of things. He has scouts all over the map, and he knows where Technique is going to be. And Technique is taking this opportunity to tech up to get his operations center and another refinery on his expansion field. So that's pretty good. Operations center, like I said, I'm not sure if Technique is going to go for a tech lab. He's going for a tech lab. Pretty sure. What's Dimitri doing? Dimitri, where's your MCV? You're still at tier 1, and if you're going to place against Technique, you're going to have to build something else. You have to tech up eventually. Bikes and buggies going down on the bottom half of the map. Scorpion tanks going from the top. They get scouted by that rocket squad, and those forces there from Dimitri are just going to get shattered by that Scorpion tank force from Technique. And Technique has he placed his tech lab yet? I don't see it anywhere. He just placed it now, so he could be going for some dozer blades and laser capacitors. Laser capacitors against Scorpion tanks would be awesome. So that sort of thing. Technique is actually going to go for pushing his Scorpion tanks to the top half of the map here, while his buggy force is going down the bottom half of the map. Dimitri obviously knows where they are because he has a scout there, and he's going to get his Scorpion tanks ready for that huge attack. Both these players are building up sizable armies full of bikes, buggies, Scorpion tanks, and it's going to be, eventually there's going to be like a huge battle, which I'm pretty excited about. Technique is going to sack quite a bit of his bikes here into that nice line formation of those Scorpion tanks, which kind of sucks here for Technique because he wanted to keep as many bike buggies possible. And we see Decoy Army coming in for Technique. I'm not sure where he casted it. I guess he has a tip chemical plant somewhere. He does have a tip chemical plant, and it's coming right here. And we see those Scorpion tanks, and Dimitri obviously knows what's coming. Here comes the Callus missile, and it takes out 3 of those refineries. That was my phone, sorry. And those 3 refineries have been absolutely decimated there. So Dimitri knows he's in trouble. So he's trying to move in here. He has Technique has dozer blades for Scorpion tanks. So he could get laser capacitors. He's getting laser capacitors. So that's very good. So Dimitri is on the back foot of things. He has dozer blades himself, but unfortunately he lost his tech lab, or he lost refineries. So he needs to place them all back again. And he probably is going to be getting delayed on his laser capacitors, but Technique is harvesters are under attack now by Dimitri, and here come the force. He will lose a harvester, which kind of sucks. But now he's going to be almost losing all of his bikes, and I think he's going to be pushing away those bikes for Dimitri. He will lose quite a bit of them, so that was not a good attack there. And Dimitri has a lot of Scorpion tanks here from himself, and Technique is just so close to those laser capacitors. He's just finished them. And now Dimitri is in deep trouble. Laser capacitors are done for Technique, and he's just going to be destroying all of these Scorpion tanks. And I don't think Dimitri's going to be sacking them. He's trying to save them as best he possibly can, and he's trying to get his economy back up in order. His tech lab is almost done with the laser capacitors, so his lasers are almost done here. It's just a matter of positioning now for both these players to see who has a better position and who has here. There's what Dimitri. I think Technique has a little bit more Scorpion tanks than Dimitri has. So that kind of is under the favor of Technique now. And Technique is going to be pushing in for coming in. Not sure if you hear that. That's an ambulance going by my house. We see better positioning from Technique. He's actually been going in and destroys a good chunk of Dimitri's Scorpion tanks. Now Dimitri's going to be going back to base. Sells off the tech lab. Technique's keeping his tech lab out. He's keeping his chemical plant out. And Technique is actually going to go for the center half of the green Tiberium field because both these players are running low on Tiberium, and Dimitri especially because he needs to go for that middle half of this field to get more Tib. Meanwhile, Technique is there already, and he has construction yard there, and he's going to be building a lot of refineries. And if Technique can hold off against Dimitri and his Scorpion tanks, then he's going to be in a pretty good position. Although Dimitri's been repairing up his Scorpion tanks quite nicely, so he's going to be doing a pretty good attacking his technique. But I think it's so hard because I really don't want to count how many Scorpion tanks each other has, but I think Dimitri has a little bit more than Technique now. Technique sold one of his war factories. He still has 2 left. Nope, he has 3 of them now, so that's pretty good. Technique is just trying to get more economy going. He is stalled for cash, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. And the bike buggies, for his bike buggies from both these players, Dimitri is losing his bikes. And now we see Dimitri going with his MCV to the center half of the map here. He does have a sizable Scorpion tank army, but so does Technique. And I think Technique might have a little bit more. And he has a refinery out there, so yeah, I'm not sure who's going to come out on top here. It's going to be super close. I think one of these players has an Obelisk of Light. Technique has an Obelisk of Light now, so he's going to be placing an Obelisk of Light. Oh, nope, it's a Shredder turn, so coming in. But I think Dimitri has the better positioning out here. Dimitri has the better positioning against Technique, because Technique has all clumped up his forces. And this could be pretty bad here for Technique, because I think he's just going to be focusing on destroying the rest of Dimitri, but it's so close to call. And I'm not sure he's winning here, but I think Dimitri has a better line formation. And Technique is just pushing in with the Scorpion tanks, but it's just so many lasers. But I think, it's so hard to call who's who. But I think Technique lost all of the Scorpion tanks. It's just so hard. Dimitri had the better positioning out there. So yeah, that sucks for Technique. I thought he had it there for a little bit, but I guess he didn't. But with the economy out now, Technique can be able to replace his Scorpion tanks quite easily, but needs to be building some war factories. It is Technique versus Dimitri. And now Technique is actually Dimitri's actually pushing in pretty hard against Technique's Scorpion tanks. And those Scorpion tanks aren't firing for Technique as fast as he wanted to. Now there's Obelisk of Light coming in, but I think Dimitri doesn't care. He's gonna be pushing in against Technique, and Technique is losing all his Scorpion tanks. No question about this. And oh man, there's just so much carnage there from Dimitri. He's just manhandling Technique right now. But I think with the amount of Scorpion tanks that Technique had, it just pushed Dimitri to his limit. And unfortunately for Dimitri, he lost all his Scorpion tanks. I thought he had it there. I thought Dimitri had it there for a second. But even Dimitri's confused. I was like, how the fuck did I lose all my Scorpion tanks in that fight? He had it there. But wow. Yeah, it is close. So Technique has just took out Dimitri. So that's GG for him. So and it's 2-1 in favor of Technique. That Callus missile was definitely huge. And we see some talking in chat. They stacked big time. No, they're not. Blah blah blah. The best game ever. Yep. Wow, that Callus missile was huge. Yeah, the Callus shot was very huge for Technique. It screwed Dimitri up so much, and he almost had it. He almost had enough to destroy Technique, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I'll save the replay. Just in case. It's just so close. Wow. That was fact. Hey, 30 viewers. We made it 30 viewers. Thank you. I just really appreciate all the viewers here, everybody. Cabal, totally sweet. Aw, thank you, Ollie. Yeah, it's hard when you stack a bunch of Scorpion tanks together like that. You're going to have something like that. So, now it's going to be game number 4 for Technique and Dimitri. It's 2-1 in favor of Technique, and this could be the final game for him. We'll see what happens. So we have Technique in the bottom here, playing as his usual green Knot faction on Tournament Dustbowl. And on the top here, we see Dimitri's playing as pink this time. And Dimitri saying, hope no shadows. So we'll see what Technique does. I mean, he's going straight for a refinery. I think Dimitri's doing the exact same thing, so no shadow teams for both these players. I think Technique's playing mind games. or you don't have to play Tib Warriors. And we see the beacons coming out from Dimitri. So already the BM's coming out from him as well. Actually, it wasn't on Technique; it was just on himself. So that kind of sucks. Is the Catalyst hitbox bigger than King's Wrath? Bigger than a King's Wrath? Yes, it is. That's why people in Tiberium Wars, they can destroy Catalyst missiles. Like they can destroy 3 refineries easy with the huge radius of the Catalyst missile in Tiberium Wars. In King's Wrath, they shrunk it down because they knew it was going to be a lot more OP. So that's why. And we see a War Factory coming off from Technique has got a Raider buggy out now. Dimitri's doing the exact same thing, so it's a completely mirrored matchup here, except the fact that Technique has the Raider buggy scout, which Dimitri has the Milton squad scout, and both these players are going to see each other's Raider buggies. They're trying to look for each other's engineers because they don't know that both each other went for just refineries instead. So Harvester's coming out now. Both these players should have 4 each, or 3 each. Technique just has his 3rd out now, and Dimitri has his 4th. So it's a little bit ahead in terms of economy for Dimitri. And we see a bike coming out now from Technique, so that's why he was a little bit behind in the economy race. He has a single bike with 2 Raider buggies. And he has a double War Factory already from Dimitri, so Dimitri's going to go for double War Factory, see if he can hold off against Technique. Something like that. He did manage to take off the bike now, so Technique loses the bike, and Dimitri has 4 bikes to his name already with 4 Harvesters. Meanwhile, Technique has got just 1 War Factory. He has 3 refineries. He has another War Factory as well, so that's going to be pretty good. He could go for some bike buggy. I think that's when it's going to happen. Dimitri's coming in with his bikes down to the center of half the map as well to against Technique's War Factory pumping out bike buggy. So we could be seeing another bike buggy game from both these players, which is pretty good. Is it also more expensive for that? I think Callus Missile is the exact same thing in Tiberium Wars as in King's Wrath. It's just the radius is a bit bigger. Callus Missile costs 2,000, I believe, and I think it's the same thing for that. Yeah, so I think Callus Missile is the same exact thing. It's a same exact cost in Tiberium Wars like in King's Wrath, but the radius is bigger. Taking a couple swings of that Harvester there from Technique, doing a little bit of Harvester harassment against Dimitri. Dimitri's building a Shredder turret just for sake. This we can hold off those bikes and buggies for now. Dimitri's trying to move out with his bike buggy force. And it's snowing out there right now, so if you can hear what's happening in the background, a couple of guys are just blowing the sidewalk. So if that's what if you hear that in the background, I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about it unless I throw a brick at those guys' head and knock them out, which is kind of funny. Technique is getting more bikes and buggies for his base. He has a nice concave here of refineries, and he has his 3rd War Factory, so he's going to go for a 3rd War Factory. He's still building bikes and buggies, so I think both players are just going to go for bikes and buggies first for now, unless one person transitions to Scorpion tanks. And he could still go for Scorpion tanks, but I think Dimitri's just focused on getting a lot more bike buggy Technique. But actually he's transitioning to Scorpion tanks just now, and meanwhile Technique is not transitioning just yet. He's still going for bikes and buggies. He should transition soon. Once he sees that Dimitri is going to go for Scorpion tanks, actually there's his first Scorpion tank, so he has transitioned already, and that's pretty good. And both players are just on huge map control. Both these players don't want to extend too much, and then having to spend this much money on Scorpion tanks and bikes and buggies when you don't have to. Tip Salvo has been placing out just for a single militant squad, and a lot of Scorpion tanks on now. Dimitri has his operations center. Does Technique have his operations center? He does have his operations center. That's pretty good. And he's going for a tech lab. Is Dimitri going for a tech lab? He is, and he might get his tech lab out first, which means he can get dozer blades and laser capacitors first. Then he can attack Technique while his head is down. But we all know Technique and how good he is. The legend himself. He won't back down without a fight. And we'll see the tech lab is going to be out. It's in a very dangerous position, actually. I would have placed it behind here, but I think he wants to base creep to the green expansion as well. So that's going to be pretty smart. He is going to be going for an upgrade. It could be dozer blades. And Technique, what are you doing? You have a tech lab out behind you. And you have your liquid Tiberium core. as well. He's going for an upgrade as well. Definitely gonna be dozer blades, because obviously you want to have dozer blades before you want to have laser capacitors. Another warp factory from Dimitri. It's got triple warp factory scorpion tank production. Pretty good. Dozer blades almost complete. Technique has got a nice not line formation, but a nice like a square formation of his scorpion tanks, which is pretty cool. And almost ready. He have over 3/4 left of his tib, which means that Dimitri has about the same as well. So both his players, we see a decoy army coming in, and there's obviously could be for clicks. I couldn't expect anyone else for clicks. And we see Dimitri, and we see coming in. We see Callus Masala coming in, and Technique is going to be pissing Dimitri off once again. He's trying to get as much economy as here comes the Callus Masala. Bang! Takes out 5 harvesters and 2 refineries. Oh, that hurts Dimitri quite a bit. I'm pretty sure Technique could have gotten 3 if he was lucky, but he wanted to be safe and got 5 harvesters and 2 refineries, which is very, very good. Both players have scorpion tanks with their dozer blades, but now since Dimitri, he has his own tip chemical plant out now, so he's going to be doing the exact same thing to Technique, and Technique only has 2. He's got 2 refineries, so counter Callus Masala takes out 4 harvesters and 2 refineries, so not as good as Technique, but it's still just as deadly. Actually, only took out 1 of the refineries. That was not a good blast. He wanted to get the harvesters, I understand that, but getting the refineries is a lot better. But at the same time, I mean, there's not a whole lot of tip here to begin with, so it's not too bad. And Dimitri's flat facing it. He's like, "What? How did I miss that shot of that refinery? I don't know what happened there. How are you so far ahead?" And honestly, Dimitri, you're not that far behind against Technique. I mean, you do have the dozer blades, but the laser capacitors is finished for both these players, so it's not too bad. And Technique is confused. Yeah, you got clicks before me. Well, it's Technique. I mean, it's Technique. It's Legend himself. I mean, you're going to have to be facing off against like Bike Rush, for example, to be a little bit better than this. But it's Technique. I mean, I've been watching the whole thing, and honestly, in my opinion, Dimitri and Technique have been pretty close at this sort of thing. However, Technique went for his Tech Lab last, and even though Dimitri got his Tech Lab out first, he went for another refinery. Whereas Technique did not. He went straight for a tip chemical plant. That's how he got his clicks a lot faster than Dimitri. So in the meantime, Dimitri's base creep to this field right here, which is pretty good. He has an obelisk of life for defense, quite a land formation of scorpion tanks. Technique has got a nice land formation, has a nice size scorpion tank as well. Bike Buggy up here doing a little bit of damage against Dimitri's forces. And yeah, it's bigger. Okay. Technique is not base creeping. He just got his construction yard. Gotta reposition myself here. He's got his construction yard, harvesting some Tiberium up here. He also has a head of Nautis coming out here. He stole for cash, unfortunately. He wants to get that tip spike, and Dimitri lost his tip spike as well, so that's unfortunate for him. Oh well. He's got another refinery out here. This Technique, he still has his tip chemical plant, so I want to see how close he is to another Callus Masala shot, and he's still quite a ways away. So Dimitri's safe for now, but I mean he could lose another 3 refineries if a Technique's lucky. And these laser capacitor scorpions are just going through the center of their map, destroying all of the scouts from Dimitri, because he doesn't want to have any scouts going through the center of the map to make sure to know where the scorpion tanks are. And Dimitri is trying to get more economy going. He has 4 refineries, and honestly, if Technique fires his Callus right here, he could get all 4 of these refineries, which could be pretty huge. Pretty huge. Scorpion tanks going over the north here from Technique, and Dimitri's following super behind. He doesn't want to have anything to do with it. But unfortunately, he pulled all his forces north to deal with the Scorpion tanks. Meanwhile, the Bike Buggy force from Technique is coming in and doing a ton of damage to these harvesters, and Dimitri is losing his footing in this game. Technique is taking control of this game as well. His Scorpion tanks are obviously going to get overwhelmed, no question about that, but with Dimitri losing all of his harvesters just like that, he lost 4 harvesters to that type of attack. You see, it's just a matter of positioning. When your team is like this, it's when your team is like out of position like that, there's a Technique knew that if he pulled pulled his Scorpion tanks out of position that his Bike Force could have destroyed it. And now I can see Tip Chemical plants coming very soon for Technique and destroying the rest of the refineries. I'm pretty sure Dimitri is trying his best to keep his footing in this game here. Scorpion tanks versus Scorpion tanks. Technique has a lot more than Dimitri for sure this time. And Technique has Venoms out now, so Venom's pretty good. So another refinery's been placed out now. 2 more refineries. Does he have double MCV? He does have double MCV. Okay, so he does. So one more. So I think one Typicalis himself away, and Technique has got this game. But we'll see what he can do. Technique's moving into the top half of the base. The MCV is all alone. Dimitri should sell it. He can't save it. And Dimitri is saying GG, so that's it. Technique has won this game 3-2, or 3-1, I should say, in favor of him. So, oh well, it was a good series. I wish I'd gone a little bit earlier, but I was casting Maze and Rockets, so that kind of sucked. So Dimitri said, "You better win." And with that, how much Technique has experience, he said, "You better win." It's going to be tough because he has to play against the likes of either Bike Rush, Shock Trumpet, Shock Treatment, Maze. Some pretty good players out there, so that's pretty good. So Technique has won the game 3-1 in favor. I only have 2 replays because I came in late, so I'll save it. I'll upload the replays. And Bikers is playing Goofing right now, so tab out. And see what... Just uploading the replays just right now. And there we go. Anyone else casting? Yeah. Bike Rush is doing a video, a first-person VOD of the first-person stream of the whole thing, and Spartacus is streaming as well. So with that in mind, where are we at now? So Technique has moved on. I think he's going to play the winner of. Let me just reset this. Reloading the page. So Technique's going to play the winner of Shocktopus and Enchange, which is going on right now, I think. Asian Shock Trumpet playing in a game right now. Octopus and Enchange, unless Spartacus is casting. So Kid Cutie is Enchange, which is that's what his name is. 2-0 for me. Okay, so it's 2-0 in favor of Enchange against Shocktopus, which is a huge surprise because Shocktopus is shock treatment. Shock treatment is like the best in this game. 0-0. Okay, joking. Joke. First person, yeah, I messed up on that one. I just got back now. First person means he plays his cast at the same time. Well, it's not really a first person because he doesn't really talk. If Bike Horse just streams while he plays. I mean, he doesn't really talk that much. So anyway, we got Shocktopus. Okay, so this is we are on Pipeline Problems. So this is Shocktopus. He's playing as the pink screen in the top here. In the bottom, we have Enchange. He's playing as the Cyan Nod. And both these players are going to go straight for some cranes because in this on this map here, cranes is like the ultimate build order because you can get your blue tip quite easily. I'm just trying to position myself here just to get comfortable because I've been sitting for a while. And what time is it? 10:13. Yeah, so I'll stream for another couple more hours because then I got to go shower and head over to the Hearthstone stream. So I do apologize, and you guys can go watch Spartacus when I'm done streaming. So now, anyway, we see Enchange. She's going to be going for some blue tip crystals, and Shocktopus is doing the exact same thing. He's keeping his foundry up here just so he can get another extractor out now, and then he'll probably sell it off because I don't think he needs it anymore. Enchange actually is keeping his. I'm not sure how this works because even though I've done this before, a lot of players sell off their foundries, but then they keep it just to keep their build radius going while they expand to this green Tiberium field right here. So I don't know. Buzzer Swarms versus Reference Squads. Enchange has got the first hit, so he's going to be going and got the Buzzer Squad. So Shocktopus is not going to be scouting into Enchange's base anytime soon unless he has a Secret Tank or a Gunwalker or another Buzzer Squad coming from the far left side of the map. But Enchange is on top of things and he's going to destroy that Buzzer Squad, which means he's going to have no way of seeing inside of Enchange's base. Enchange has 3 and 2 on this blue field expansion, which is pretty good. And he's going for some bikes with a War Factory, another refinery on his base. Shock Treatment has got, nice base creep to the top half of the tip spike. So he's going to grab a tip spike as well. And Enchange has his as well. So Shocktopus has got all of his stuff now. I don't know, Shocktopus or Shock Treatment. I'll probably keep calling both of them like Shock Treatment and Shocktopus. It's the exact same person, but I want to call them just one thing. So Secret Tanks. One Secret Tank is going to go onto some buggy. Enchange is on top of things. He kept his crane around. The Foundry is still around. Yep. So fast teching coming from both these players. I think Shock Treatment is probably going to be expanding instead base creeping, I should say. And I think same thing for Enchange. It's going to be base creeping. You don't really need to move your MCV unless you have to on this map. But yeah, because both these players are like top tier pros, so they know what they're doing. Enchange needs to see inside the base of Shock Treatment because he has a tech. He has some tech. He's got a nerf center, but Enchange has operations center with the flame tank and a tech lab already with the war factor. So Enchange is going to be going for some hardcore avatars. So that's been pretty good. And he just needs to deal with this. Shock Treatment has got a lightning spike inside the base of Enchange, and they're doing a little bit of harvester harassment, building block placements of the tip himself. He's trying to save that fully loaded blue tip harvester because that's some blue tip you can't lose. And now Enchange is going to lose one of his harvesters, which kind of sucks. And some fanatics are coming out now from Enchange trying to deal with these Shock Treatments, Secret Tanks. These leg spikes are doing a ton of damage. But here comes the Flame Tank, and that barbecues the rest of the Secret Tanks. And Secret Tanks could get lucky in finishing off that harvester, which will deny Enchange some blue tip. And it will. That's unfortunate. What's happening up there? More Secret Tanks are coming into the base there. So good job there by Shock Treatment and denying some blue tip for Enchange, which means that he'll be ahead in the economy race, and he has base creep to this expansion right here. He's got the station stream. Obviously, this is going to be for base creeping, so he could be going for some more Shock Troopers. Shock Troopers would be a pretty good idea, actually, and we see that Enchange has got some avatars here with a couple of refineries, which is pretty damn good. Harvesters are coming out now, and the shock troopers, they do have the discs, so discs are doing pretty good now, and these harvesters are definitely under attack now. Entranche's low power, that's pretty bad, but his harvesters are going to be devastated right now, and these shock troopers doing an amazing amount of damage. They could definitely get behind the avatars and do a ton of damage because that's what they're known for, is doing heavy. They're like heavy infantry, and they do like heavy vehicle damage as well. Entranche has got some laser capacitors for his Scorpion tanks. He didn't get dozer blades just yet. Not sure why. But now Davis Warship's coming off from shock treatment. And this could be pretty good there, because then Entranche is going to have to get some anti-air. He's excuse me. He's got his operation down now. This could be for base creeping, but that doesn't last long against a Davis Warship. Infantry versus infantry. Davis Warships just wreck infantry, and we see a mastermind on the field now from shock treatment, and he's going to get control of an avatar, and that's not good. I think the only way that Entranche can handle this is if he builds an air tower and a lot of venoms, because he has the laser capacitors, and now that shock treatment is going to have a storm column. These Davis Warships are just wrecking all the buildings now that shock treatment that Entranche has, and Entranche is going to lose another harvester to these random bunch of infantry that's behind here. We see a plane coming in. I want to see what this plane is. It could be a tip vapor bomb. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm not sure where it is. It's going to land. It's going to land right there, and it does do a ton of damage. Destroys a portal. Destroys a portal. Destroys a gravity stabilizer and a storm column. Sorry, I forgot what that was called. So now these shock troopers, there's quite a bit of them, and with the shock troopers, they do actually pretty good damage against militant rocket squads. So now Entranche has a tip chemical plant, as you can see with that tip vapor bomb, but unfortunately he lost quite a bit of his harvesters because of those shock troopers and secret tanks. So I'm not sure what he's going to do now. He's going to go for double air tower venom production, but he stole it for cash. He lost a lot of harvesters, which kind of sucks. He only has like 2 remaining. He has 2 harvesters remaining. That's not good. Shock treatment is going to be pulling away with this game right now. He has force fields for his devastator warships. He has a signal transmitter. He's base creeping with his storm columns. This could be GG for Entranche. I mean, I don't know. He doesn't have a lot of money to do with this. He does have a couple of venoms, but unfortunately, that's not going to be the case right now. He doesn't have the economy right now. He has another refinery on his main field, which is pretty good, but the devastator warships in their range is just so powerful. Not to mention that Stasis Chamber is just going to be base creeping for shock treatment, and that's it. GG for Entranche. So it's 1-0 in favor of shock treatment. And we'll save this replay. Just in case of the players save. I'm pretty sure shock treatment will save. Well, the game goes up. There we go. Crush lightly. I think it's 10. I've been trying to pay attention to the chat and see where we can go. And looks like Entranche has got Tournament Arena. So Tournament Arena makes another appearance, and that's probably classic Tournament Arena. So shock treatment is up 1-0 in the series against Entranche, which is Kid Cutie. He's playing with this account, and we'll see what shock treatment has, and he's going to be screen again. So right here in the when we get up here, we see in the bottom right here we see Entranche. She's playing as the yellow vanilla knot. In the top left, we see shock treatment playing as pink scrin on the map Tournament Arena. So both these players are going to go gather some tip spikes and then build some emissaries and explorers and go to the blue expansion fields to get some extra tib. I'm not sure if shock treatment is going to go and see if he can get some harassment on, but it looks like he's just going to be going for a couple of disintegrator squads because he knows that Entranche is going to go for an expansion with his explorer or his emissary, I should say, explorers for screen. And he could definitely destroy it if Entranche is destroying him. But he is actually sending a couple of his militant squads up north just to protect his outpost. And that's actually very smart because then he knows that shock treatment is pro enough. He can go destroy it. Meanwhile, Shock Troopman is going to be getting unscathed out here. He's got his own outpost almost ready to go. And the disintegrator squads are coming in, and they're going to get focused down, no question about that. So unfortunately there, Shock Troopman wasn't able to stop the outpost there from Anchanch. So he is going to be able to place a refinery out there. Refinery war factory from both these players. And here comes a refinery right now from Anchanch. There we go. And sells it off immediately. Shock Troopman has got his extractor out as well, sending in an extra harvester and a warp sphere with a couple secret tanks. He kept the portal out there. Now he sells it. So that's going to be pretty good there for Shock Troopman and pretty good there for Anchanch. Both these players doing the exact same thing, getting their economy up in order for their blue tip, because I think both these players want to play on blue tip maps where you get a lot of money and then you just go and build up a huge army of stuff. I'm going to talk to you, friend of mine. Well, I'll see you later. All right, thanks, Ian, for dropping by again. What's happening up here? We see a lot of Milton squads out here. The bunkers here are for Shock Troopman, and it's going to provide some good vision for him to see what's happening up there. Shock Troopman, meanwhile, doesn't have his second extractor on that field already. He's placing it right now. Come on. Oh, it was a crane. That's why. It was a foundry. So Anchanch has got double war factory Scorpion tank production coming on now. He's building harvesters right now with one of them and building Scorpion tanks out of one of them. So he's actually not going to go for some bike buggy. I mean, why don't you go for a bike buggy in this map? It's pretty small, so I guess bike buggy wouldn't work that much. But the secret tanks are going to the top half of the map here. Scorpion tanks are going to be reinforcing and stopping these secret tanks from destroying all those harvesters. Anchanch has mined some good blue tip as well, so he's doing a good ton of damage. These Miltons are doing actually a good chunk of gun damage to those secret tanks. Shock Troopman has a nerf center. He's going for some Devour tanks and has an extractor on this field. He only has one extractor on that blue tip field, so maybe he doesn't want to mine out his blue tip as fast as Anchanch does. But Anchanch has got a triple war factory and is going to be going for some huge Scorpion tanks. And all he needs is lasers and dozer blades, and he's set. I mean, as well as he can give Shock Troopman some time to tech up and get some dozer blades, not dozer blades, but force fields for his tripods, that sort of thing. But yeah, both these players are not really attacking right now. Anchanch is actually bringing in his Scorpion tanks in to do a little bit of damage against Shock Troopman, but he has to watch out that these Devour tanks are going to get charged up, and they're going to be doing a wonderful damage against these Scorpion tanks. But I think Anchanch is trying to focus on getting these secret tanks destroyed, so he doesn't have to worry about them in the later future. Sells off one of his refineries because he doesn't need any more at the top base. He could transfer quite a bit of his harvesters to the green expansion field, where he's going to be has a technology assembler out now, so that's going to be pretty good. And a station chamber out now from Shock Troopman, so it looks like he might go for some more shock troopers, or just put down a station shield. That Scorpion tank will be saved. And Anchanch is going for just more triple war factory Scorpion tanks. The tripod's out now, so where's the technology assembler? There it is. It's hidden in the back there. That's very good for That's very good for Shock Troopman, because then he can save his technology assembler, and it's not in the danger of anything. That's very good, Shock Troopman. Lots of Scorpion tanks now coming out from Anchanch, and he wants to destroy Shock Troopman as fast as he possibly can, while in the meantime he's trying to tech up. He's got his tech lab out. He sold his operation center. He is going to go for maybe some lasers. He needs dozer blades first before he gets some lasers. I'm not sure why people do that, but a lot of players are different. They play a little bit differently. Shock Troopman has a lot of mixed forces here. He's got disintegrators. He's got a single tripod. He's got a couple of dev tanks with a couple of shock troopers, but they do have the discs as well, so that's going to be causing massive problems there for Anchanch. He doesn't have really any infantry. He's just building a bunch of buggies right now, and he does have dozer blades finished for his Scorpion tanks, so maybe he did go for dozer blades. So that was my bad for not realizing that he's going for dozer blades instead of lasers. The tip spike's been destroyed, so now Anchanch is doing the favor now. He's destroying Shock Troopman's tip spike, and I think Shock Troopman doesn't really care as well. He's going for some more Devastators, and they do have the the force fields as well, so he's going for a huge Scrin Tier 3 battle again, and he's got a lot of Shock Troopers as well. he could definitely get some blink packs if he wanted to. He has a similar transmitter as well, so that's going to be pretty good. We see a Calismazala coming in to takes out 2 of the extractors, and unfortunately doesn't do any damage to the harvesters because they're floating. They're not actually on the ground, and they just get repaired up in the Tiberium quite nicely. So with that said, Anchanch is definitely going to be in the head and coming race. Shock Treatment needs to hopefully hold the top of the best he can. He has 2 extractors actually, so he was expecting Anchanch to go for some clicks, and sure enough, he did. And he placed another extractor just on the safe side. He could maybe place 1 more extractor just for the hell of it. But now the laser scorps and laser buggies are coming the top half of the map. They're trying to do some harassment there, but unfortunately, Shock Treatment obviously knew about it, and he placed on a storm column. And the laser force is staying up there just to be pretty much safe, while at the same time he's going for some avatars. And avatars is going to be pretty good against stuff like this. However, he needs something to deal with these shock troopers, and that's where the buggies come into play. But the buggies go down pretty quickly to shock troopers. I think it takes maybe 2 or 3 shots from a single shock trooper to destroy a buggy. That's why he's going for some venoms. And shock treatment notices immediately as well, and gets his secret destroyed. So this huge laser force, I'm going to nickname this the laser force because there's a lot of lasers here. There's laser scorps, there's laser avatars, there's laser buggies, and laser venoms as well. But here come planetary assault carriers coming out from shock treatment. So this is going to be huge for him. He needs to get these packs into position so he can put down the ion storm, and then it'll be tough for Anchanch to deal with this. He has it coming in, plane coming in. That was probably a mine drop because I don't see a typical chemical plant anywhere. That couldn't have been. Oh, it was definitely a mine drop, but it missed because of that storm column. And shock treatment is base creeping again with his gravity stabilizer force. The laser force is going into the top half of the map here to try to do some harvester harassment. I think shock treatment is trying to fake out the fact that he's going for base creep, and he's trying to keep as many forces as possible there. But Anchanch is trying to destroy this huge storm column force. Shock troopers are coming in now, and these building and selling the station chambers where I can get a bunch of shock troopers, and that's a very smart idea. But now this tech is going to be under attack now, and unfortunately the 7 transmitter will go down, which means no more packs for shock treatment. And I think Anchanch needs to destroy the technology center before he gets destroyed. But here come the packs now, and the venoms are going to the bottom half of the map as well. So both these players are probably going to get a screen each other over. Shock treatment loses his tech, so that's not good. And unfortunately, he loses another harvester. So both players might get screwed. These venoms need to get back at base. Need to just take care of these packs that are attacking his base area. The shock troopers are obviously going to get massacred by those laser venoms. So it's going to be a matter of who's going to come out on top here. The avatars are getting focused on by the pack's small planes, and it's going down quite a bit faster. But at the same time, all those Scorpion eggs managed to go down. So shock treatment managed to save what's left of his base, although he can't build any more Devastator warships or packs unless he can get a tier 3 and tier 4 tech structures back up. The laser venoms are doing good damage against this whole force here. The Devastator warships are out in the middle of nowhere. They're getting some cover fire from these ion storms from the planetary assault carriers, but the venoms are actually going to go down, and that's it. Because he has no avatars, no more stuff left. Anchanch has been defeated. That's 2-0 in favor of Shocktopus. Save this. And he ended in game 3. Small Town USA. Nice. Small Town USA makes his first appearance here. And it's Anchanch's choice because he lost the last map. And apparently Shock Treatment thinks that this is his favorite map. That's why he chose it immediately. So So this is game number 3 of this best of 5 series between these two players. It's currently 2-0 in favor of Shocktopus. So we'll see if Anchanch can come back from this. So anyway, this is down on the bottom left here. We see Shock Treatment is playing as the pink GDI Vanilla. And on the top right here, we see Anchanch is playing as a Cyan GDI. So both these players have to go capture the tip spikes, which is super easy to capture. I mean, there's no question why both players shouldn't capture these 2 tip spikes. Barracks been placed down. We're going to be seeing some barracks coming out. And both players with rifleman squads. Going to see there's a lot of garrison structures on this map, so it's pretty good for infantry to come in and hopefully take care of some garrison structures. There's a lot of squads coming on there from Anchanch. He wants to have a lot of vision on shock treatment so he doesn't get jumped again. Unfortunately, this map, unless you can go for a base push or base versus base, you can't really base creep on this map. Well, yeah, you can base creep. I mean, you can base creep. You just have to base creep have to smartly base creep. And what I mean by that, you have to keep your forces in check. You have to base creep while having a lot of tib. But I'm not sure what these players are thinking right now. So Shock Dream is going to have that last shot off on that rifleman squad. He's going to capture that tip spike or that garrison structure right there. Center of the map. All these players have got some force here. That GDI Justice Tower was a bad idea to capture because then you don't have a lot of vision when you capture that. Anchanch has got APC engineers coming out now, and I think Shock Dream may be anticipating that. We see some APC engineer coming out from him as well. So both these players are going to be meeting APC, and both these players know that the APC engineer is going to be coming out from both these players. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. Shock Dream may capture his barracks around just for those APC engineers. Anchanch has sold his barracks. So after this, he's not going to go for any more engineers after this. The APC is under attack now by the Pitbull, so he can't get to Shock Dream's base fast enough because there's going to be a tech watchtower up here. So he's definitely going to capture that tip spike. Fortunately, the watchtower is there. He captures it right back, so that's going to be 3 tip spikes there for a couple of seconds until Shock Treatment is going to capture that back whenever he does. And we see an APC engineer coming in from Shock Treatment, and he captures the engine. He captures the refinery. What? Oh, that watchtower was focusing on that APC. Oh no! And with that in mind, the harvester is going to get a lot of Tiberium. So Shock Treatment, that was a good capture there. Now Shock Treatment is definitely going to sell that refinery off when he sees the engineer, unless he's not paying attention. He sells it off, so that kind of sucks. The engineer was wasted, and that harvester needs to get back to Shock Treatment's base to get more harvesters. So that was a good job there by Shock Treatment. Anchanch lost his one of his refineries, which sucks. He doesn't have a he lost his war factory again to that APC engineer. So Anchanch is in dire straits. He's way behind in economy and in unit production because of those 2 APC engineers from Shock Treatment. And I think once Shock Treatment knows that it's working, he's not going to stop producing APC engineers until the person screams. Armory station's out now, so Anchanch he's going to be going for some composite armor, and I think Shock Treatment is going to be planning on going for heavy infantry and predator tanks now that he knows that Anchanch is in trouble. He has an airfield out now, so going to be going for some orcas because there's no such thing as firehawks in Tiberium Wars. So orcas could be pretty good. I mean, if you use them right, but they're not good against infantry, which kind of sucks. And we see these predator tanks are going to be going towards the left side of the map here. There's a double airfield coming out now from Anchanch, so he's trying to destroy those predator tanks. But I think Shock Treatment knows that they're there, and the rocket squads are going to be providing some great cover fire. Anchanch is base creep to this field right here, but he's going to be getting attacked by Shock Treatment's predator tanks and missile squads. Here comes an Orca strike. Shock Treatment uses a scatter, and he does scatter. His predator tanks get a little bit of damage off, but that's not too much. The Orcas are coming in now and focusing down the predator tanks while the missile squads are trying to destroy the harvesters. And a couple of predator tanks went down there by Shock Treatment, which is not that great. But at the same time, it's pretty good for him. And Shock Treatment's trying to push in. These pitballs aren't going to do any damage there as well. Anchanch has a lot of Orcas here, and they're going to be doing a lot of good damage against these predator tanks. And Shock Treatment is losing his footing in this game. He's losing a lot of predator tanks. He doesn't have a whole lot of anti-air. He has missile squads, but they're not focusing the airfield the air that much, and Onshine needs to build another airfield to land those orcas because he spent a lot of money trying to capture them. Meanwhile, Shock Treatment has expanded to the north up here while his forces were destroying the rest of Antranch's base. And another barracks is going to go down now. These orcas are doing good damage and destroying these predator tanks, but streaming in more predator tanks from Shock Treatment. He can't keep this up, and unfortunately, he's going to lose all his orcas, and those that airfield is obviously going to go down. But Antranch actually has no more airfield left, so I think this is GG for him. So yeah, it's that kind of sucks. So Shock Treatment is going to take the series 3-0 in favor of him. So good job there, Antranch. Unfortunately, you couldn't pull out a win there, buddy. I sincerely apologize. So, save the replay. Three zero sweep. Oh, unless it's is this semifinals? Because if it's semifinals, then it's a best of 7. No, it's not. That's it. So I think Shock Treatment is going to be moving on. He's going to be facing Technique. That'll be pretty good. Just going to be uploading the replays right now. Replays have been uploaded. And I think I'll take a 2-minute break while people set up. Got to get some more water and I go to the washroom. Damn, it's Marty beat me to it. So I guess I'll go stream Bike Crushers again. Bike Crushers is playing who? Because Spart's got that one, so. So Bike Crushers is playing Maze or Shock Trumpet? Bikers plays Mace. Okay. So Sparty is casting the other semifinals, and yeah, I just want to ask him one more thing. I want to ask Sparty if he cast the finals, and I'll cast third place. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so I think we're probably I'll cast the third place game, and then he can cast the finals. He's a much better caster than I am. It's this during tournaments is his thing, you know. Casts are doing my thing. So just gonna be waiting for Bike Rush and Mace. Taking a break or something. Play some music while we wait. I always love doing that. Love dancing in front of you guys. No, I hate it. I hate it with a passion for fashion. Whoops, sorry. Apparently you guys think I have an autism because I just danced for you guys. Fuck. So I'm just waiting for a bike rush and Maze to come back. Unless Maze is still playing. Yeah, I'm gonna shut off the music. Because we're very, very close. Well, if I don't want me to let me stream, I mean, if Maze doesn't want me to stream, then I'm just going to call it the day because Sparty has got the other. He's got the other live stream. Has got the other stream up, and if Maze loses and goes to the bronze game, then he's not going to be able to get casted, and Sparty's no question is going to cast the finals. So yeah, I don't think I'll be. If Maze doesn't want me to cast, then. This might be it then. Don't even know how long I've been going on for. A couple hours. Almost 3 hours now. try to do a test to see if it works or not. If May says it's if May says it's lagging, then I'll just stop the stream and I'll call it a day. Come on, Maze. Well, that sucks. So yeah, I guess I probably won't stream anymore. So you guys can go and Sporty stream.